Great start to the game. Well, that was a good start to the game now, wasn't it? Little unplanned live show here for you guys. Figured if I'm going to be up watching these guys die in the NFC East, let's have some fun talking with you guys. I changed it up. I got it going through my Bluetooth earpiece today, so you guys don't have to hear the game in the background. I'm trying to get something set up on the TV. I'm watching the game on my phone, getting stuff set up on the TV. Just bear with me, guys. All right, trying to see if I can get the live chat on my TV as I talk to you guys. I'm doing well, Gurel, whatever your name is, Mr. 545, Mrs. 545, whatever. All right, hold on here. Let's see. All right, hopefully the live chat comes up on my TV screen here. Try to change things up so my old man eyes can actually see you guys when you actually talk here. Okay, I don't see the live chat on my TV. I don't know why. Okay, live chat on. Technology, I'm old here. I'm trying to figure this shit out, people. Go Texans is right. Okay, there we go. I got it to appear on my screen here. Yes, Jay is smooth. Who knew that this season was going to be a battle to the end between the Texans and the Jaguars? I mean, but I like the Texans' chances, especially with Stroud back. As long as he stays healthy to the end of the season, I don't see how the Texans don't win the division. But I'm looking at the Jags' schedule. They still got to play the Jets and the Titans. Like those should be two easy win games. The Titans still blow, yes. That I don't think anyone has ever questioned that the Titans do not still blow. Hold on. Let me get a little something here. Since it is the Christmas season, usually when I do these Eagles live shows around this time of the year, I bring out the old 2005 holiday gift guide for Best Buy, and I ask you guys questions pertaining to this. Various times I will ask you guys how much something like a Rio Audio 512 megabyte MP3 player costs. Okay, we'll get to stuff like that, and what you thought that it cost in 2005. It's always astonishing to see everyone's answers and find out what the actual reality of the price is. Anyways, since it's the holiday season, we're going to ask holiday themed questions here. Okay. Anyways, the Eagles got the ball. This is either the game that Saquon is going to get right, or it's just going to be, there you go. Barkley just busted on a big run. This the one thing about this team that is just the most mind-boggling is that Saquon hasn't gotten right this year. And the reason why I feel this is the game where he actually is going to get right is this is the first time he said that I am not playing well. There's clearly something wrong. I'm not carrying my weight. I forget exactly how he worded it. I'm paraphrasing, blah, blah, blah. But he openly admits and knows that like his shit just ain't clicking. And you can't just say it's because there's not a good O-line or anything like that. There's plenty of teams with bad O-lines, and the running back has had at least one good game. Like he really hasn't had that one good game, the Barkley level good game this season. But very good now for the first 2 touches that we've seen from him so far. He's probably got a good 35 yards already. Let's see, that was about another 15 yards. Oh no, 12 yards there. All right. Oh, this Eagles team. This is the one thing. The only thing that I fear is that the Eagles are going to choke away the division lead to the Cowboys. Like I can deal with anything else. I can deal with them getting bounced, annihilated in the first round. And Mr. Yellow's out, Mr. Flag. I could deal with anything else from this Eagles team. Other than them laying down and dying. And yes, J.S. Smooth, I also am very surprised with how good the Patriots are doing. Drake May is the shit, and Mike Vrabel is just clicking there. That was the best fit. That just goes to show you put a coach in the right circumstance, and they're going to shine. It's kind of like how Doug Peterson, he's not going to be a success anywhere. He clicked in Philly. The team clicked with him. Shit just happened. Someone brought up an interesting point on sports talk radio here in Philly the other day, and how people talk about, passing back. Going for the dagger pass. No. Okay. That was the dagger play from the Super Bowl there. And we're going to talk about the Chiefs a good bit here in a little bit, guys. Someone on WIP, the sports talk radio station here, one of them in Philadelphia, they brought up a point of how Nick Sirianni is so disrespected around the league. And they brought up another point of how he's never finished in top 5. Hello, Austin Roberts. He's never finished in the top 5 for coaches of the year. Yet, if you look at his entire tenure in the league, he wins more than any other coach since he's been coaching in the league. And yet he's never gotten a top 5 nod. Broncos fan here, please help us out and win. Yeah, I mean, again, like I was just saying that J.S. Smooth, who thought it would be a shootout between the Texans and the Jags to decide the AFC South? Who thought it was going to be a shootout between the Broncos? Well, not so much a shootout because the Broncos have a healthier lead over the Chargers than comparing the Texans and the Jaguars, who have the same record. But who would have thought that the Patriots? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Kansas City. I mean, I'm sorry, Patriots fans, to associate Kansas City to. Got her with the big first down there. Huge play. Kansas City isn't even in contention to win the AFC West this year. Like, it's crazy. They're eliminated from contention, and it's the beginning of December. And another thing that I've been talking about, a number of people that have mentioning the whole GOAT conversation between Mahomes and Brady. If Patrick Mahomes finishes with a less than 500 or a 500 record, well, you can't have a 500 record because there's obviously an odd number of games. But if you finish with an under 500 record, that's something Brady has never done, and the GOAT conversation is full stopped. Mahomes, if he finishes with a sub 500 record, like that's it. The GOAT conversation done. Brady has found any of many ways with players injured, different coordinators, et cetera, to get his team above 500 in the playoffs, all but one season, the year after he won his first Super Bowl. The GOAT conversation ended at Super Bowl 59. I agree with that. Crazy NFL seasons, wide open, no Chiefs. Your Eagles ended them. Yes, pretty much. I have been saying for weeks that I really see the Eagles Super Bowl win in Super Bowl 59 as a backbreaker to the Chiefs because they've never recovered. They've never looked like the Chiefs since then. They didn't look like them in that game, and they haven't looked like them since. There's one brief stint in the middle of the season where people were like, oh, the Chiefs are winning again. They're figuring out a win. They're going to be back in the Super Bowl. Even I was saying like, oh, great. It's another Chiefs season. They're figuring out how to do shit again. Hold on. We got a very important 3rd and 9 here. Oh, a short pass. They're going to get tackled. No way. Oh, lift it up. Suplex flag. Did he not lift him up off his feet? How is that not a penalty? Was Smith not lifted off his feet on that tackle? Anyways, I don't care. I got to see this again because you can't lift up and slam a player. Let me see if I just completely saw that wrong on the replay. I don't know about that. I know why they're giving the pass because there was another guy pushing from the front and tackling, but that did look like a lift-up suplex tackle. Anyway, your Seahawks are doing well, Austin, but I can't say that when I consider two other teams in their own division either just as good, and they haven't beat them yet. It's crazy, Austin, because, again, I don't trust your quarterback, and I don't trust your team's record based on who they've beaten this year. I know now it looks like, well, they beat the Jaguars. They're one of the most win teams, but, like, is that your best win of the season? Beating Pittsburgh the best win of the season? Like, they haven't had that big win. Like I'd like to see them go toe to toe with the Bills and knock them down. And they're playing the Colts next with Danny Dimes just tore his ACL. So like they're going to win that game. They've busted up the Cardinals twice. They beat the Titans. They beat the Jets. Or did they play the Jets? I think they played the Jets. Anyways, point being, I want to see them. Your defense is good. No one, including myself, has even denied that. Even when I said in my NFL review how the Seahawks yesterday, and I'll see if you agree with me, Austin. I said how the Seahawks yesterday in that Atlanta Falcons game played their worst half of football, followed by their best half of football of the season. And that's looking more at it from the offensive side of things, because obviously they held the Falcons to 6 points in the first half and only 3 in the second half. But you had an easy schedule playing the NFC South and the AFC South. Yeah. You lost to the team that's leading the NFC South, the Bucks. Like that's a game where it's like okay, if they beat the Bucks, I could see that too. But it's like, I mean, it's not their fault. Obviously, you can only play the teams on your schedule, as they say. But I don't have overconfidence in the Seahawks. I love that defense, and you got one of the next best big things at wide receiver, who's going to be a mega star if he stays healthy and plays the way he's doing right now. Still not sold on the Niners for the same reason. Yeah, but the Niners have at least beat the Seahawks. I mean, that alone is a very big win to have in your pocket. Not many teams can say they beat the Seahawks, other than the Bucks, other than the Rams, and other than the Niners. And that Rams game, it's crazy because I think that was Seattle's best played game of the season, except for Darnold turning the ball over 3 times. But you have to give credit to the Rams for that. That's what teams that want to lead your division do. They get the division opponent, and they may not have played better and been the overall better team in that game, but they came out with the win, and that's all that matters. This isn't college. We don't pick our schedule. You have Seahawks can beat Rams and 49ers coming up. You will change your tune. Absolutely. No doubt about it. I will, if the Seahawks beat the Rams and the Chargers, the Rams and the 49ers, they're number one, they're going to be leading the division, and number two, they're going to have the best record, depending on what Green Bay does, and unless the Eagles magically win out the rest of the season. But absolutely, there'll be no question that'll be enough, because number one, they're division foes, and they're 2 teams that have already beat them this year, especially if they win either one of those games soundly. You got to wrap up on the sack there. Come on. All right, let me see if Herbert's cooking tonight. There we go. Big stop. Made up for not getting the sack there. I mean, that's honestly where the play should have been starting from, because Davis should have had Herbert's sack there. Anyway, all right, let me focus on the game here. Let me see. It's big third down coming up here. Jordan Davis is the guy they really, really need to step up, because honestly, since Brandon Graham's been back, I don't think I've seen him make a play. I mean, I know he's getting very limited touches, but I've yet to hear them say Brandon Graham with a big stop, big tackle for loss, or anything like that. Oh, is that a false start? There we go. My gosh, they better not convert this third down now. Okay. We haven't played many good quarterbacks, talking about Seattle. I hated Daniel Jones getting hurt. I want to see our defense to get and you know what, Austin? That's the way I am. I want to see my team get tested against the best opponents. I'm always about the Eagles will catch a break this week. Their starting quarterback they're playing this week is hurt. It's like, no, man, I want to see this team get tested. Interception, but it's going to get called back. It's going to be false start on Philadelphia. It's not going to be an interception. Just come on, man. On a 3rd and long, man. Granted, it's still going to be a 3rd and long. Just pre-snap penalties, man. This is the undisciplined shit where the Eagles aren't about that back-to-back life. I mean, the defense celebrating, putting their hands up. That's offsides. It's coming back. All right, 3rd and 7. Pressure Herbert. Don't let him get a clean pass off. God, they're itching to jump off sides again. There we go. That ain't getting a completion. That's a fumble. I got to see that again. That looked like that was a fumble. Oh, yeah, let's see that again. Come on, New York. Let's take a look at that. All right, hold on. Let's see this. Sorry, chat. I'm ignoring you for a second. Oh, okay. It was barely a pass. All right. Nick Sirianni has a good record, but he clearly isn't one of the best coaches despite his record. Yeah, and that's what when they got in that discussion on Talk Radio the other day, we're talking about to those who just came in, Nick Sirianni is quote unquote seen as one of the most unappreciated coaches in the league. But during his tenure as coach of the Eagles, during that time span, he's won more games than anyone else in the league, including going to 2 Super Bowls, which other than Kansas City, I can't say anyone else has done that during Nick Sirianni's time as coach. Oh, wait, my connection stopped on my television. Hold on. We still live here, guys? All right, there we go. I'm sorry. All right. My connection died on the TV, so I'm making sure you're still with me. And yeah, he's never finished in top 5, but the conversation then turned to, well, that speaks to how people see the team just being good and not necessarily Nick Sirianni being good, which I think is much more the case, because when do you have a year where a coach goes to a Super Bowl and wins, and in that same year you had his own team's fans chanting in the stands for him to be fired? It was that Cleveland Browns game. It was like week 6, I want to say 5 or 6. The crowd was chanting "Fire Sirianni" in that game. Like the Eagles ended up squeaking out a win that day, but this was a year that this coach went on to win the Super Bowl. Like, that speaks volumes about how just doubted this guy is. But yeah. How do you watch your games, Arch? I heard you have no cable anymore. I use completely legal ways to watch it on my phone, and I'll just leave it at that. The Eagles should have beaten the Browns 23-9 that game. Yeah, they should have. Yeah, I think they gave up like a big touchdown or something. It was either a touchdown or a long field goal right before halftime, if I'm remembering that game correctly. But yeah. Contrary to what you said, and I believe the Steelers actually have a shot at the AFC North, was pleasantly surprised by the past week. That's the thing, man. The 40. Why am I completely saying the wrong names? The Steelers are a team where they're gonna win the AFC North now. That was Baltimore's last chance. I know they play each other again, but you got to win that game at home after the Steelers just look completely abysmal, specifically defense-wise, against the Bills the previous week. Like, I'm sorry. Baltimore had to win that game, and Lamar Jackson has no excuses anymore. Hold on. I'm going to try to connect to a different internet feed here. Hold on one second. Let me switch from Dunder Mifflin, which is my One Network name, to I don't see Saxophone. 2 internet connections in my house. One is called Dunder Mifflin Inc. and the other is called Saxophone Choppy. But I have it on my TV screen here as I watch the game. I noticed that the feed was getting choppy. So hopefully your Ravens just suck. Speaking of Ravens, oh shit, why am I forgetting the name of your kicker that you cut for the allegations? Justin Tucker. I heard he was getting tryouts from teams this past week. And I'm like, man, is anyone really going to take it in him? And I think I don't know. I think people are hoping that, it's like, no one remembers those allegations, right? We'll just bring Tucker in here. Pittsburgh doesn't deserve shit this year, but I guess I'll take another season of mediocrity and a first-round exit. Yeah, Justin Tucker. Yeah, that's a good one. It is weird because it's like Pittsburgh put so much money into that defense. They have the highest paid defense in the league. And like I said in my weekly review last week when they played the Bills, they didn't get to Josh Allen one time. One quarterback hit the whole game. That's all the contact they had on Josh Allen the entire game. 0 sacks, 1 quarterback hit. That's terrible. If you're the highest paid defense in the league, and it's not like, Josh Allen has that world beater of an offensive line. I do believe 2 offensive. Yeah, there was 2. Both tackles were out in that game. So they both right and left tackle were backups for Josh Allen 2 weeks ago. God, this feed sucks. This is what you guys have to put up when you watch a live show with me? Holy shit, this is terrible. What the hell, Verizon Fios? Is that what my feed looks like all the time? I'm watching it buffer, and I'm in the house that the feed is coming from too. So that's bullshit. I had a feeling Ravens would make the Steelers look good. I thought the Ravens were going to kick the shit out of them. I honestly did. And I'm done having faith in Lamar Jackson. I'm just over him. Lamar Jackson over party is for real. Anyways, yeah, sorry about the feed. I don't know why the feed is so wonky. Holy shit. Thank you for sticking through this, guys. My goodness. You don't pay us for 50 subscriptions. That's very true. Yeah, I wonder if I'm the only person that's been on this website almost 20 years that has never asked for subscriptions or had like donation goals during a live show or anything. Let's set a donation goal tonight. $500,000. Let's see if we can hit it. But yeah. You guys believe that? I'm coming up on my 20th anniversary here on YouTube in April. Like, I've committed more time to you guys than I have my. That's interception. That's an interception. Well, this game is turning out to be very exciting. What a fantastic effort the Philadelphia Eagles are putting forth here. What a great defensive stand. Completely shit on. Does that hit the ground? I'll give it to him. I don't care if that hit the ground. That just I don't care, Troy. Just give it to him. Who gives a shit? I don't know if it's that clear. They're making it sound like this is a very open and shut case of hitting the turf. I don't know about that. All right. Told you guys that wasn't an interception. Hello, welcome back, Orange and Blue. All right. Cable costs too much, but I hate paying for 10 different subscriptions. Excuse me. I agree with you, Austin. We cut our cable, and I forget the amount. It was like, because we have Fios. Thank you. We have Fios, and we cut the cable out, and I want to say it saved us about, oh boy, wow, went backwards. That's not a fumble. I think we saved about $170 a month to get rid of cable. I want to say it was more than that because we had DVR and multiple rooms connected to it. Anyways, we'll just say $200. And then I'm like, we have these apps. We have Max, we have Amazon, we have Disney Plus. Try to think of anything else we pay for. And I'm like, yeah, we're getting by with that. And then we're using like totally legal things, like I'm using right now to watch the game on my phone. But yeah, I hope you guys are hearing this. Jeez, I'm watching the feed buffer again. Jesus Christ. I do have Verizon Fios here, do I not? Anyway, sorry for the piss poor feed here. I don't know why it's being so shite. Archie, you legend, I've been watching you since 2008. Where did time go? I know, right? Hello, El Rodrigo. There you go. I always end up reading shit wrong when it's all one word. Anyway, but yeah, I can never go back to paying for cable because I'm like, man, we're paying to have all the cable channels and stuff. We watch maybe 3 channels in any given week. Oh, we have a cable employee in the room. I worked for Cox Communications for a while, and a full home DVR setup of channels was like $350 cable. Insane price. Just not worth it. Yeah, our bill with internet, I want to say it was a little over $300 a month. Oh, I'm sorry. You worked for Cox Cable. I'm sorry. I read that as you work for Cox Cable. Am I still watching AEW? I have watched every AEW Dynamite and Collision and pay-per-view since they've been in business. And yes, I have been really enjoying it this year, and I've really been enjoying the Continental Classic this year. And like, you look at the brackets and you're like, oh, I can't wait to see this person, that person match up. Sucks what happened to Darby Allin getting hurt. Oh my God, is my feed that far behind? I just saw my sneeze on my feed here, or do I need to advance my feed? Is it that behind? Oh my gosh, my feed on the TV is 2 minutes behind reality. Holy shit. Why is it like that? Anyways. What was I talking about? Oh, AEW. Yeah. What's crazy is I heard the buy rate for Full Gear. They sold 140,000 buys, and I thought that was one of their weaker pay-per-views, their weaker built pay-per-views. It had a rematch heavyweight championship as the main event. I'm like, yeah, this is probably gonna be one of their lowest drawn pay-per-views. And it did solid numbers, like 140,000 buys. It's like nothing to sneeze at. That's like 100 TNA pay-per-views combined worth of buys. Just want both WWE and AEW to be good at the same time. Well, anyone that wants to enjoy WWE, have at it, and they will be enjoying it without me. I am the forgotten WWE fan. You know what? Let's grab some WWE relics here to look at real quick, since this game is stupid. Look at this. What do you guys know about this, huh? What do you guys know about this, huh? You guys know anything about this? How much? Actually, the price tag is on the back of this from I forget the name of this, but I remember the way their price tags looked. They were in mall. Not Sunrise. It wasn't a Sam Goody. It was something Suncoast. The Classic 5. 1998 collection set. How much do you think this John went for back in, I'm assuming it's 1999? AEW pay-per-views are usually great, and that is the one thing, as shite as some of their storylines and performers have been on regular TV, their pay-per-views always freaking deliver. Like, you're going to say $50. You'll be wrong, Jacob. Get out of here. You're wrong. Anyone who guesses wrong is out of here. Just kidding. Let's just say it's a nice price. All right, that gave it away. How about $69? Where's the camera? $99. The best of 5. 1999. It's worth $50. I wonder how much it goes for, like, if you sold on eBay. Like, I can make it look like it's never been taken out of the package. I could just go like that and be like, unopened. See? It never got taken out of the package. Let's see it. Let's see some of the classic you get 4 matches for $30. I heard about that. I still do follow some of the news of the old WWE. The 1998 Royal Rumble. Wait, let me just watch Justin Herbert get sacked. No, pick that, swat that, DeGene. Look at DeGene. Get that shit out of here. Get out of here, he said. That's 4th and 15 now. You're gonna be punting. Oh, Cooper DeJean, it says he's the slickest white boy on 2 feet in the NFL. Let me watch this again. Hey, Cooper DeJean. Good mutual contact. Good no call. Get that shit out of here. All right, let's see a big return here. This is the shit you have to capitalize off of. Big defensive stand, kicking from their 20. You're getting good field position. No, you're not. He kicked it to the 10. Get a good return. All right. 1998. You'd be watching the Royal Rumble with the winner being Stone Cold Steve Austin. Intercontinental Championship title match. Rocky Maivia versus Ken Shamrock. Special challenge match. Vader versus the artist formerly known as Goldust. Tag team title match. Champions New Age Outlaws versus the Legion of Doom. No disqualification casket match. The match that changed Shawn Michaels forever because he did that flip over the rope spot and landed his back on the casket and messed up his vertebrae. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, where the casket was set on fire by Kane after the match ended. Anyways, there we go. Yo, since it's a commercial break, let's start one of our questions for the 2005 Best Buy Holiday Guide. I'm going to ask a random item, and you are going to have to use your tools to figure out what it costs in 2005. Well, actually, I said earlier here, I gave you the spec, but I didn't give you the price. A Rio Audio 512 megabyte flash MP3 player. I'll cover the price and put it on camera here. This John. Little Rio 512 megabyte flash MP3 player. Service is included for Napster. Wow. The service included Napster. Back when they put that shit on there before, they said, no, you can't do that shit. They're stealing our music. Best Buy, take that shit off. How much do you think a 512 megabyte flash MP3 player costs in 2005? Anyways, I hope you guys heard that. I hope the feed didn't cut out before I got that shit. I'm just seeing on TV that the TV disconnected. Did anyone hear the question? I just realized it disconnected. Okay, there we go. We got some guests. $70, $50, $60. You can hold, the battery life is up to 20 hours, by the way. $40. Okay, well, some of you almost got, one of you got a little bit over halfway there. The correct answer, let me show you, $119. And that's $119 2005 dollars. So put that into perspective. And I actually had one of them. I had, it may not have been that exact same one, the exact same space or whatever, but $119, and you too could have 512 megabytes of music memory to store and listen to wherever you want. Oh, and if you want one with a 20 gigabyte hard drive, if you want to be balling, you best get your checkbook out, your credit card out, because your ass is paying, there we go, where's the camera? $249 if you want 20 gigs of music enjoyment. 200. This is like what a PlayStation 3 cost in 2005. Is that going to be a late hit? Let me switch the video game section and find out if that is more than a PlayStation 3. Okay, that's an illegal hit. Let's get down the field by any means possible. Take a flag. Oh, what am I saying? The PS3 wasn't even out yet. Holy shit. 2005. Archfiend. But the Xbox 360 was out and it was $399. So the PS2. How much you guys think PS2 went for in 2005? 2005 was the final year for the PS2. all you video game aficionados. You think you're so smart. What do you think a PS2 went for in 2005? I'm on the verge of giving up on WWE. Give up on them. It's over. All right, let's see if we can get some points out of this. Start the 30-yard line and a nice 2-yard pass. We don't need to run the ball anymore. Just not even going to run. Correct. Well, technically, Mr. Enriquez got it right first, $149. Jacob, you are $1 over. You are wrong. You are disqualified. Please leave. As were you, Austin. $149.99. I got to get to the guy that said $149. I don't want to hear you guys saying, "Oh, $150 is only 1 cent off." Not $149 is correct. I'm awarding the point to Mr. Enriquez. How much is a $50 iTunes card in 2005? Anyway, let me just see what's happening in the ball of foot game here. Okay. All right. Let's see if we know how to run the football again. Can we? No. Faking the handoff, throwing long, and got A.J. Brown. Good thing they didn't run the football there. Let's go. All right. $35. For those wondering, the $50 iTunes gift card is $50. Oh no, my completely legal feed is having issues. Oh, never mind, it came back. All right. Uh-oh. Now my totally legal feed on my phone. Barkley. God. Oh. What is with Barkley, man? Get good again. What's going on, my guy? Anyway, oh my gosh, my completely legal feed is not being nice. God, the Eagles are finally doing good. What is with completely legal feeds on telephones and them not working good? Sorry, guys, bear with me. I'm trying to get up to real time on the game. Okay. Okay. I went into a Subway sandwich. Oh gosh, more people are coming. Place recently intended to order a foot-long meatball sub, and I accidentally told the employee that I'd like a football. That's close enough. The Chargers fan running the feed. Yeah, it seems like it. AW is so much better. I'm glad. What a difference a year makes. And that's what I'm hearing. It looks like WWE is going complete corporate sellout. No longer traveling to small towns to do their shows because they can't get a premium dollar from them. If they go to bigger cities with richer income families there, they're obviously going to be able to charge extortion prices for their tickets. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, get it back. Oh my God. Jesus. How did Jalen not get that back? That's more disappointing than the interception. How he didn't get that ball back? It was refumbled. It was. How does Hurts not keep a hold of that? That was 10 times more depressing than the actual interception. I just I wish my feed would have not been working for that. My friends just texted me, "This team sucks." I said, "What team?" I'm trying to sleep. Oh, God, that was brutal. Anyways, let's go back to talking about WWE. Yeah, this whole that was about 3 turnovers on the same play. um, you know what's crazy, Austin, is I like the smaller arenas because obviously they need to stay in their lane. They're not going to draw 5,000 plus crowds in AEW, and sticking to the small arenas. Jeez, what part of the Bronx am I from? Sticking with the smaller arenas, it looks better on TV. But man, when you go back in the archives and you go on HBO Max and you watch that first year, it looks like a completely different promotion. Arenas. It looks like a completely different promotion. And I'm like, man, I forgot how just like hotter and genuine not genuine is the right word, but just how professional level the product looked that first year for AEW. And then obviously COVID hit and we all know what happened from there. But man, it just looks like a completely different promotion. Just wild, man. I think WWE is just completely resting on its laurels right now. They're resting on the fact that, okay, we'll just tour big cities. TKO. Why am I completely just mispronouncing syllables and words? TKO. TKO obviously is set on what is the best bottom line, whereas Vince McMahon, all his faults aside, was to get the young people and families involved, because that's how you grow the brand generationally. You got to get the younger generation just interested in the product, and you're not going to see that now. So it is going to be interesting. I think TKO is like, well, if we get 20 good years out of this, then okay, so be it. Sell it off to the Saudis at that point. His CM stands for corporate man. You know what? I am so happy that he went back to WWE at this point, and him trying to say the whole go suck a blood money cock in Saudi Arabia when he was tweeting that to The Miz, and him saying like, look, I was just upset that day. We got a big third down coming up now. Big third down coming up now for the Eagles. Him saying that when he was in Saudi Arabia, saying like, look, I was just upset that day. I tweeted something and I said some bad things. I would have had so much more respect for him if he would have just said something along the lines of, look, I said what I said. It was a mean thing to say about Saudi Arabia, but I'm a different man now, and I don't have the same feelings towards Saudi Arabia. It's like, no, he didn't even own the blood money thing, didn't say what that was referencing or anything. My God, get on Herbert. Get on Herbert. Don't give him a clean pass. Shit. I would at least have an ounce of respect for CM Punk if he at least owned up and said, I said something negative about Saudi Arabia in the past. I do not feel that way about them now because my Lord and Savior company worships them and washes their feet. But no, he just said like, no, I just said I was cranky that day. I woke up, I tweeted something mean to the Miz. Yeah, I have zero respect for CM Punk at this point. And it has nothing to do with him leaving the AEW as, oh, that's my favorite promotion. I'm so upset. No, good. Go ahead. Go. I'll say the same thing about Chris Jericho's going to appear in the Royal Rumble. Good. Go back to WWE. Do the whole Hall of Fame run. You deserve to end your career in WWE. That's where you had the majority and bulk of your fame. Same with CM Punk. Finish your careers in those companies. I'm not going to call Chris Jericho a sellout for going to WWE. No, he made his bread and butter there. Finish your career there. Go to the Hall of Fame there. I ain't going to, honestly, you wore out your welcome in AEW. There's not much there's left for you to do there anyway. So it's not like if you do stay in AEW, it's going to be some sort of interesting thing to see going on. But anyway. It's tough to say what I truly he was a cancer in AEW. Justin Austin Roberts was saying about CM Punk. Yes and no. Obviously, the whole getting in the fisticuffs behind the scenes and stuff like that, but him moving on with it, apologizing and everything, you could say, well, apology's not enough. He deserved to be fired. Fine. But the fact that the Bucks and Kenny Omega right away, at least I know the Bucks surely said they weren't going to do business with him. It's like, my God, you could at least turn this into money. And this is like the one aspect of this that I agree with Jim Cornette, because I think his take on so many things in AEW are so completely wrong. But it's a way, it's an angle that you guys could have gone back and forth with. The Bucks could have been seen as someone that, like, you know what? They have a legit right to not do business with this guy, but they sucked it up and they did business with him anyway. Instead, it's like, no, he's got to be on his own show. We got to be on our Wednesday show. That's why they ended up creating Collision, so CM Punk could go there and do his own thing and be away from the Bucks, the Omega, and the Elite. But it's like, man, you guys could have been spitting bars back and forth at each other. And trust me, CM Punk probably would have said, you know what? Say every bad thing in your heart about me. We'll make this shit as real as possible and we'll turn it into pay-per-view revenue. But the Bucks right away like, no, we don't want to do business with this guy. That is such a pussy move. And I can't respect that shit. Can't respect it. So in CM Punk's shoes, if the guys I had a beef with that, you know, hey, shit got real, but now you don't want to turn it to real shit and make money out of it, it might be a little bit of a cancer too in the locker room. Oh, thank you, Arm Dragon, for the $5 donation. Let me just step the AEW conversation aside and thank you for this. We're now $499,995 short of our goal. Hello, Arch. Random question, but who's been your favorite downfall to watch this year? Your content, iDubbbz and Jopes was hilarious. I'll correct your grammar. Were hilarious. The biggest downfall this year. Wow. I do have diarrhea, UTF. I do. I had it earlier today, not currently. Thank you for that. Addition to the conversation. My favorite downfall to watch this year. Carl Jopes is good, but the thing is Carl Jopes is still at a point that he's making money. As to how much money he's going to keep or lose to litigation is to be determined. But I think he's actually going to be surviving the whole drama and be able to make a livable wage online. iDubbbz, however, will not. What's that guy's name? Oh gosh, the guy just made a video about him. Caleb Hammer. He just made a video about him detailing how much money the Jamas lost in the sale of their house and how much they put into it and how they had to keep dropping it by 50,000. That's a sack. Oh, come on. Sack this guy. Is that intentional grounding? They better get at least intentional grounding. Anyway, the Jamas and selling their house. And just the fact of them getting behind Hassan and Hassan just like totally just not even giving a shit about their existence now. Oh, I love it. I love it. By far my favorite demise to watch this year has been iDubbbz, because he's ruined himself to the point. And I'm getting to that, UTF. Hold on one second. Undertaker Free Rob thing, because that is actually my second favorite. He's broke. He's felted. Shout out to Kino Casino. And actually, I talked about that today. Funny enough, I'll get to that in a second, UTF. But yeah, in Caleb Hammer's video, he detailed how the Jamas and the kick is good. and their numbers and their metrics and everything, and the begging for subscribers on Twitch. Oh my gosh. I guarantee you that iDubbbz and Anissa got in with the whole Twitch thing thinking like, our boy Hassan, he's tight with Dan Clancy. He'll get some strings pulled. He'll get us featured or something. We'll get the Hassan rub. We'll have no problem getting premium dollars out of there. And it's looking like no one wants to watch their shit. They're having streams where they're getting like 250 concurrent viewers at a time. Like that is abysmal for one of the quote unquote legends of YouTube content creation. As to what you're saying, UTF, Bill Burr's March, and I saw an article this morning, and that's what led to me making a community post. If you didn't see the community post I made about Bill Burr, he's losing 40 to 60% across the board on all his social apparatuses, whatever. His Apple streaming account numbers, his YouTube numbers, all his analytics for his podcasts, they're all down either 40 to 60% across the board. He's refusing to acknowledge things like the welcome strange voice acting 5351. They're all down, and they're all considerably ticking down as well. And they're finding that it's not so much doing the whole Saudi Arabia comedy festival thing. They're finding that people are most upset with the bullshit he said afterwards, the constant doubling and tripling down of saying his approach to saying like, oh, I don't give a shit. You guys don't understand, and saying you're being sensitive about stuff. I went over there, and the excuses of I just went over there to be an entertainer, and just like the lies and the fabrications, the twisting of stuff. It just basically said to people like, you could have just owned up and stood strong on it, and we'd at least respect you. But no, now you're doubling, tripling down like you did nothing wrong, and you're not trying to stick it to people. But it's just so hypocritical based on what his stances were in the past. Like he criticized Beyonce for doing a show for one of the crown prince's kids' graduation or wedding or some shit. He completely attacked her, but it's like, yeah. Another Hertz pick. Oh, I didn't get to see that yet. Let me watch it here. Okay, great. Thank you. Everything he says from now on is absolutely suspect. And to think Carlin was a hero of his. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. Like, as Undertaker Freak said, like, everything he says is suspect. Like, I unsubscribe to him on everything. Like, I can't listen to him critique anything. I can't listen to him critique corporate America or anything like that. It's like, bitch, you are the biggest corporate beast to bow to the master and go over to Saudi Arabia and entertain the royal family and the selected few in a pretty building that was built by slave laborers, you dick. Like, I can't take anything he says seriously from here on out. It's a joke. It's crazy because I looked up to him as like, man, this guy is one of us. Like, he gets it. He spits truth about corporate America, man. He understands the plight of the working class and all that shit. Anyway. Oh God, you guys are spoiling the game for me. I like when you're saying the Eagles defense, I didn't realize it. All right, you guys are way ahead of me. Just try not to spoil a touchdown here. Hold on, let me refresh. Jesus. God, I swear I'm drinking water. That's not straight vodka. Let me see if I can refresh my completely illegal Mac Scream feed. but yeah, I am watching it live. It's just when you don't have cable, you get the JC Shades. They think I touched down here, you prick. Hold on. Now I gotta watch the game to see if they get a touchdown here, because did they actually get a touchdown? Oh my god, they just handed it to Barkley. I'm like, if he gets a touchdown here. Hold on here. Okay. I looked at the live score. The live score on the app real quick to make sure they didn't get a touchdown. Okay, not yet. Nerds have cable. You damn right, Undertaker freak. Nerds and people that want to waste money. God, Barkley just break one of those runs around the corner. Like, see, that's the type of shit that, like, you could say Barkley's not doing well because the offensive line's not doing good, but man, there's any number of times you could look at last season where he gets one of those little runs around the corner and he makes that defender either eat grass or his shoulder, and he's watching the back of his jersey going to the end zone. All right. Remember DeMarco Murray? Yeah, I do. I remember him coming here, shit in the bed, and then going to the Titans the very next year and having he was like a 1,400-yard season. And finally get a stud player from Dallas, and he sucks here. Oh, wow, that's a collision. He ran into his own player and got concussed. All right, I got to ignore the chat for a second because I have a feeling the Eagles are going to do something on this drive, and I'm gonna miss it. I got my lucky Eagles hat on that I never wear during a stream. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure I've worn it before. Oh, there we go, Barkley. Just hold on to the ball, man. Okay, all right. They're coming for it. Okay. I feel like Kevin Patullo is just relying on Barkley, thinking he'll be good as good as last year, but not at all working and not improving. He's only had so many effective runs this year. Sorry, the chat keeps moving. I used to like Jim Cornette, but now he is such an AW hater. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I used to like Undertaker freak as well. I know was a big Jim Cornette guy, but it's like crazy because like he has guys like. He talks about like all the carnival risk-taking shit, and it's like, motherfucker, New Jack came up through your system, man. Like, don't talk to me about corny, like carnival risk-taking shit when one of the most risk-taking, flagrant guys that was arguably the most injuring of wrestlers in the ring was one of your guys that came up through Smoky Mountain Wrestling. But God forbid Jim Cornette talk bad about one of his guys. But and Undertaker Freak's exactly right. He's a rage bait farmer, and like he will never ever like something that Will Ospreay does, never like anything the Young Bucks do. Like he thinks every Will Ospreay match sucks because he does flips. Like it's like, oh my God, that's a guy that does flips. Don't like him. Don't like him. I don't care if he had a match of the year contender in everyone else's eyes. Don't like him. He does flips. Nothing he does in the ring is worth praise. And he is so close-minded to just saying like, look, I didn't like a spot or two from the guy, but I'll admit that was a great match. Thought Stevie Richards was interesting for a few weeks. Then he turned to be a rage bait farmer himself. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Stevie Richards online stuff. And that's the thing. That's what I've said that before, Brady. That Brady said Jim Cornette's mind hasn't evolved past the 80s. That's the thing. Like he hasn't gotten past, and I think I understand why he truly hates AEW and like just hates them as a promotion. We'll never talk glowingly about them. I'll get to that in a second. It goes into part of what you said there, Brady. Jake Paul is better than Kyle Fletcher. Wow. Okay. Stevie Richards actually said that. Okay. Jim Cornette won't like anything unless it is something that he cultivated as a product himself, which is what the 80s product was in his mind. And this is the thing. He only respects business when it's controlled by people that have been in the business. Him and what I see him ultimately hate is Tony Khan has never been a wrestler. He's never worked in the industry before, the wrestling industry before. He's just a guy with a lot of money that was a fan. And that is never going to be acceptable in Jim Cornette's mind. He's a fan that is fulfilling his dream of owning and booking a wrestling company. And I think, I hate to pull the whole jealousy card because I think it's stupid, but the bottom line is that AEW is 100 times successful than anything that Jim Cornette has tried to lead and book himself. That's just stone cold facts. Jim Cornette has never individually, when he was either leading booking or heading a company like Smoky Mountain, you could say like OVW, and you can say like, oh, he cultivated, more main event talent that went on to WWE. Okay. But the bottom line is OVW wasn't selling out, any sort of arenas or anything like that. Bottom line is Tony Khan's company makes money hand over fist and puts butts in seats way more than Jim Cornette has ever done in his career. And I think he's a bitter bitch over that. He's a bitter bitch that some guy that has never worked a day in the industry came out, made a hot product, and it got re-upped for a very wealthy multi-year deal, media rights deal. Jim Cornette's peak was beating a fast food worker for not making his burger fast enough. Yes, it actually was that him getting out of the car and yelling in that, I do believe it was a Wendy's takeout window, was, AEW is good right now. Shame they haven't fully recovered from the CM Punk issue. I wonder if they never brought him in. That is an interesting thought because Dairy Queen, okay. You do wonder what it would be like if they never brought the Eagles are about to get a touchdown here, by the way. Please no one say it. Let me see it. Just let me see it. I'm doing good. The horror of one. If CM Punk hypothetically never came into AEW, I do wonder if Collision would have existed. Because the bottom line is he did bring eyes to the product. He brought another. He was a main event name. It was a name that people knew in the industry. Kyle Fletcher is one of my favorites as well. Don't ruin this for me. I don't want to know if they push this in or not. Damn it, JC Shade, shut up. JC Shades can't help it. He's a Cowboys fan. I lost my total train of thought because I'm trying to focus on the Eagles scoring a touchdown here. But yeah, CM Punk, if he never came into AEW, for one, I don't think he would be back in WWE. Like, that wouldn't be a thing. I agree. Undertaker Freak said Punk was 100% in the wrong if he couldn't resolve the conflict without a fight. He might still be there, yeah. But do you guys think CM Punk would have ever eventually went back to WWE if he never went back to AEW? I think that's the bigger question. Not so much what AEW would be if he never went there. Because I don't think he will, because I think AEW re-sparked his ultimate interest and fire for WWE and wrestling. And now he's shilling for Saudi Arabia. Yeah, we kind of talked about that earlier. And I said on Take a Freak, I said how I would have had an ounce of respect for him in the whole Saudi Arabia thing if he at least owned up and said, even if it was fake, and said, look, I had feelings about Saudi Arabia then. I don't have them now. I'm willing to give them a chance and prove what a great culture, and said the BS shit you'd have to say. Touchdown! Flag. Okay, great. But instead he said the whole, like, I just woke up, I was mean that day. Like, he didn't address what blood money meant or anything like that. Anytime you ask him in interviews or a question about it, I tweeted something to the Miz. I woke up cranky that day. He acted like he's having a PMS moment, and he wrote it off like that. It's like, no, you deliberately said a very specific thing that was very deliberate towards the Saudi Arabia government. You don't just say, suck a blood money cock in Saudi Arabia if you don't have evil feelings about Saudi Arabia. But anyway, can I make a video about stupid sport phrases people say? I went off my screen there. Buying a championship. Can't stand for that one. Besides winning a championship, what else do players compete for? Well, the whole buying a championship thing, I've said that before, and that absolutely has been done. Look at the you want to see the epitome of buying a championship. Look up the 1996 Florida Marlins, they were called at the time. Wayne Huizenga, the owner of the Marlins, and no one in the industry, I don't think a single player in 1996 will say anything other than Wayne Huizenga bought a championship that year, because he flat out just said, if you want to get paid for 1 year here, come join our crew of baseballers. Like, that's pretty much like the want ad he put in the paper for the Florida Marlins at the time that year. That absolutely was a bought championship. Like, the Miami Marlins sucked the year before and they sucked the year after. I do believe they finished last in the NL East, both the previous and post 96 World Series champion. And what's crazy is it was a year that the Cleveland Indians made it to the World Series. So a bought championship screwed over a Cleveland franchise. Oh, how Cleveland of you. Anyway, 2002 Red Wings best hockey team ever? I don't know, I guess. I don't Undertaker forgot to say about that. WrestleMania 43. 227 Saudi Arabia. Yep, I know. And I don't think that's going to be the only WrestleMania they're going to get in Saudi Arabia. Why haven't the Eagles scored a touchdown yet, for Christ's sakes? Okay, I'm calling A.J. Brown touchdown here. Don't get a sack. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not that's not a fumble. Oh my God. Going down the fourth down. Sorry, guys. I need to have a moment of depression here. I don't watch hockey anymore now. Wow, that was very close to being a... Did they call it a fumble on the field? I thought they called it incomplete pass. Oh, maybe they did call it a fumble. That's right, because they said advance the pass, or advance the ball back. You ever seen that meme of Jalen Hurts reading a bedtime story to Cam Newton on how to win a Super Bowl? Oh my God. And you know what? Cam Newton is still a bitch, man, because he still won't give Jalen Hurts an ounce of credit and still talks bad about him every chance he gets. It's almost 5 a.m. in Finland waiting for the game to start. They're on the West Coast. Jesus. Like Drew Brees said, they're boring. Sorry, JMO, I don't know what that was in reference to. I haven't been following the chat too thoroughly here. Oh, do you kick the field goal here? They're kicking the field goal. I can be okay with that. Okay. I'm fine with that. And the Eagles get the ball back after halftime. I'm fine with that too. Okay. All right. Cam claims if it was earlier in the season, he would have dove on the ball. That's crazy, JC, because it's kind of going back to Bill Burr, where it's like Bill Burr is so stupid because he had such a good thing going that his career is now going to be so notably known for being the Saudi blood money cocksucker. You have that one thing that gets people talking more than anything else. And Cam won an MVP. More people will know Cam commonly as the guy that didn't jump on the fumbled ball of the Super Bowl. Like, it's crazy how just one stupid ass thing in your career, all the plenty of shows that Bill Burr did with no ounce of, anarchy behind them. But that one show he did in Saudi Arabia, indelible. He claimed he was tired from a long season. I don't know if you're making jokes because I can actually see Cam Newton saying shit like this. I was actually watching the CZW show with that promo the other week. Eagles defense deserves better. This is depressing. And what's even more depressing is the Eagles are they're either one or two highest paid offense in the league. Yikes. Oh, this was actually from a clip, JC said. I thought you were just making jokes. He got a bicycle. I honestly thought you were just making meme jokes or something out of Cam Newton. Cam Fig Newton. 43 seconds. I don't like the fact that there's 43 seconds left and no one is getting pressure on Herbert. By the way, guys, the Eagles better win this game because speaking of the Undertaker Freak saying it's 5 a.m. in Finland, I am out jogging every Tuesday morning at 5 a.m. and I will do so tomorrow morning as well because I can't not do it because that's not an option. It is going to be, I looked at the hourly forecast, 14 degrees in Philadelphia at 4:30 in the morning when I got to get up and go outside for a jog. I'll try to make a video for you guys again during my runs. I try to make a video every morning when I go out for a run on Tuesdays. And I'm getting as little sleep as it is, staying up to watch these assholes. So it would be nice if they could do me a solid and actually give me a win here. So anyways, that non sequitur aside, let's get on Herbert. Oh, they hit that pass. That's a pick. That's a pick. Oh, gosh, we're almost in field goal range, too. Jesus Christ, is he dead? Let's move that 15 yards closer to the field goal range. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie here, but if there's a player that I would least miss, I won't finish that sentence. But no, seriously, I'm not rooting for Dory Jackson to be injured here. But damn. Oh, good job, Phillips. Thank you, Miami. Yeah, thank you. They just gave us hopefully at least a free field goal here. Goddamn, any points here? Just oh gosh, you got to wonder if you want to even try to do one quick play. You better be thrown to the sideline, Jalen. Watch them run the ball right up the gut. Oh boy. Man, 10-9 at halftime is very satisfying considering that the turnovers and the lack of offensive production here. All right, Nick Sirianni is taking the not fuck around and find out chance. What was he bringing him back in? Oh my God, they are going to run a play. Oh gosh, Nick, I can't handle the stress. Commit to something. Oh God, they're gonna try an offensive play. Throw to the sidelines. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds, or Nick, be next to the ref, ready to call a timeout. Just throw a little 5-second pattern at Max. Oh God, your quarterback can't find the helmet. Oh my God, what is going on? This is bad karma. Oh my gosh, there's so much bad karma. I don't believe in karma, but there's bad karma on this. Oh God, this is just a cursed play. This play is cursed. Still, oh my God, the worst possible thing is going to happen here. I'm having a panic attack. Oh God, Jalen couldn't even find his helmet. Oh God, I need oxygen. Help. Oh God, this play has just got misery written all over it. Okay, bring in Jake. Kick the field goal. Stop. Enough. Oh God. Okay. We're going to get a field goal out of this, hopefully. Oh my gosh. Yes, I do watch the show Black Mirror. I've seen all the episodes. It's a very good show. Come on, Jake the Make. And that's wide. Oh. The pain of Adoree Jackson was for nothing. God damn it, Jake. God damn it. Why do I feel like that is going to be the difference in the game right there? Why do I feel like that is going to be the difference in the game? Does it remind you of the Twilight Zone and Tales from the Crypt? Yes, I do believe we talked about this before. It definitely feels like the Twilight Zone. No, Crazy K, this ain't a Super Bowl, especially a Super Bowl kicker. Well, you know what, Jake Elliott actually didn't have a good season. He had a good season. He had a good game in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, but he didn't have a good 2024 season. I mean, 10-6 is 10-6. It's not terrible. It's not great. Go Eagles. Did you see Notre Dame? Oh, thank you, CNJ Dev. Thank you. I meant to talk about this tonight. CNJ Dev, yes, Notre Dame cry and take their ball home. Okay. I'm going to, this is perfect halftime rant. I don't have to focus on the game or anything. Let me take a drink of water. Oh, thank you for showing up, CNJ Dev, at the perfect time. Reason number 6,532 of why I can and will never get in to college football. 2 weeks ago, the season the week ended. University of Miami, and Notre Dame. Okay. I do believe Miami was ranked number 12. Notre Dame was ranked number 8. Whatever the ranking, if I got the rankings wrong, whatever. The bottom line was Notre Dame was ranked better than the University of Miami. Okay. Last week you had like the conference championships. Neither Notre Dame or the University of Miami played. Okay. So does everyone know where I'm going that follows college football? The college football playoffs came out. Neither Notre Dame nor Miami played the previous week. Notre Dame was ranked higher, ranked better than the University of Miami. Notre Dame does not make the college football playoffs, but the University of Miami does. So you're trying to tell me the national polling computer, whatever figures out the rankings, said Notre Dame is clearly the better team than the University of Miami by more than one spot. But even though we think that, we're going to have the University of Miami make the playoffs for the championship and Notre Dame isn't. That is abysmal. That looks so stupid. How can you have a polling system that determines the rankings every season in college football, but when it comes to deciding who gets into the playoffs, it doesn't mean anything? Like, that makes no sense. That is so stupid. That is dumber than all these divisions like the Pac-10 and the Icicle 12, and there's not that number of teams in those divisions. Like, that is so dumb. That looks so stupid. I saw that because I heard some Notre Dame fan bitching about how Miami made it in over us. We have the better national ranking. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. How can you have a better national ranking than someone and they made the playoffs than you? Like, what's the point of the national rankings? What's the point? They've determined through strength of schedule, common opponents, etc., that Notre Dame is the stronger representative of this spot in the rankings. But yet, now that we're playing for the championship, Notre Dame, sorry, University of Miami. I know, we've said you were worse than Notre Dame all season. Here's a playoff spot. That looks so stupid. That is so dumb. Like, why would I ever care to have a vested interest in football, college football, if shit like this can happen? That's so dumb. Anyway, thank you, CNJ Dev, for bringing that up. I wanted to make a whole rant video about that, but since I'm not the college football guy, I'm like, who's going to listen to this asshole Eagles fan talk about college football? Anyway, let me check my phone battery. Okay. Anyways, college football rant of the year done. It came down to the ACC losing its auto bid because its champion is 8-5 Duke. Yes, I heard about that as well. Yes, I heard the ACC. I actually heard Stephen Smith ranting about how bullshit the ACC shit was. The auto bids were top 5 conference champions, which is why Tulane and JMU got in. Yes. And that's another thing too. Like, you're setting yourself up. Miami beat Notre Dame earlier in the year. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out as well, Brady. Yes. And it's still, that being said, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Notre Dame always have, because the Notre Dame fan, again, I don't follow college football. I'm going by what this Notre Dame fan was bitching about. He said that Notre Dame had a better ranking than the University of Miami the entire year. But going back to what CNJ Dev was saying about the whole ACC, Pac-12 and all that shit, you're setting yourself up to look so stupid when you have a national ranking system, but then you have these automatic entrants based on whoever wins, like, the ACC, Pac-12, your specific power conferences. And yes, Brady is right. Notre Dame doesn't play in a conference; they play as an independent, which again is like, boo-hoo to them. That's what you get for being an independent, assholes. But yeah, it's crazy. Even college football fans are just as critical of the way the ranks and championships can be. Yes, you're a Bama fan, but I'm more invested in the NFL than college. And it's crazy because I've seen enough college football to understand like the rivalry, the passion. And like, man, you look at some of the games between some of the rivalry matchups, it's like, wow, this is way hotter than I've seen some big marquee matchups in the NFL. Do I like the University of Wyoming? I don't know if that was to me. Couldn't even tell you a single player in the University of Wyoming. But anyway, but yeah, college football, it's like, if they didn't have so much of this tertiary bullshit, they'd be liked so much more. But yeah, I can never get into college football. And it will partly be, and there's no real big team in this area. I mean, Temple is Rutgers. Like those are like the only two. Princeton, Ivy League. There's not really a big Philadelphia area franchise that you could get behind. If I'm Notre Dame, I'm lobbying for a 16-team playoff, no first-round buys, almost guaranteed a spot every year. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I mean, if you expand it big enough, you appease all the power conference auto bids, and they would get in. Yeah. Rutgers turned down a bowl bid. They're 5-7. Fired assistants and students are transferring. How did they get a bowl bid at 5-7? Because Temple was, I thought Temple had like I guess Temple was 5-7 as well, and they didn't get a bowl bid. But anyway, Villanova plays for FCS, I think. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But yeah, college football, it's a shame. It's as much as I love football, I've tried watching college football, and I'm just like, I can't get into this. And the straw that broke the camel's back is when, funny enough, Notre Dame was involved. When Temple had the undefeated record in 2017 or 18, I want to say, and they had the college game day, game of the week against Notre Dame. It was in Philly against Temple, and Temple was 6-0 at the time, I want to say, 5-0, 6-0. And they said going into that game that this is before the playoff system was a thing. They said no matter what Temple does in this season, they won't be able to play for the championship. And I'm like, well, what is that shit? Because their strength of schedule isn't what Alabama, LSU, Michigan, etc. have. And I'm like, okay, well, that's corny as shit. Interest gone. I don't care. I don't care if they beat Notre Dame. I don't care. Zero interest in that game. And they ended up losing to Notre Dame that night. But still, I'm like, who cares? Who cares if they won? I just felt no emotion whatsoever. I was like, wow, local team is finally doing really good in college football. I wanted to get into it. And they said, well, they're not going to be able to play for the championship game because their strength of schedule is so much weaker, even if they were undefeated. And I'm like, okay, moving on. I'll go back to watching the Eagles this week. 5-2, there's always a chance. Ironically, they go by academics of the players when they pick 5 and 7 teams to fill bowl slots. Wow. Arch, curious how you feel. My Pats Drake May maybe is a stud, but I feel like next week against the Bills is must win. Drake May, I think, is legit. And we talked about the Patriots a little bit earlier too. I think honestly, one of the biggest pieces to the Patriots this year is Mike Vrabel. I think he's a great coach. And I think he's a great coach for this team. Obviously, he hasn't done so well elsewhere. But I think he's really understanding this team's abilities, weaknesses, hone more on the positives, etc. This might be something like where you see like a Doug Peterson come into a decent Philly team and put them over the edge. You might see, something like this out of Mike Vrabel. I don't know. I got a good feeling for the Patriots. God help me, another dynasty from them. College football would be more interesting if the band geeks had a bunch of 120-pounders on the field. Watch it and get to it, but yeah, the NFL is a better product. And the whole better product thing is true too. I mean, obviously, it's an extreme advantage when you have grown-ass men that are all over the age of 22, whereas college football you don't. But I just look at it and like the average college quarterback does like this, like when he's in the pocket, like before the throw, like telegraphing the play. Like you never see very rarely do you see like a quarterback in the pocket, like with his hands clutch the ball. It's always the the corny ass, like I'm learning how to throw a football. Taught me how to throw the football today type position. And I'm just like, oh God, that looks so stupid. Wasn't Brady's last game as a Patriot a loss to Vrabel in the playoffs? Was Vrabel coaching the Titans then? I thought he was a little bit later than that. It could be. But I know who Brady's last playoff loss was to, JC Shades. You know who it is. Only one team in the NFL retired Brady. Sent him packing. Went into his house and said, "Bitch, you're fired." JC Shades. Who made Brady quit? Who made Brady quit the NFL? The answer, of course, is the Dallas Cowboys. The team's so good. Dak Prescott retired Brady. Can Mahomes say that? No. GOAT case over. Dak is the GOAT. Period. Brady's last season was a disaster. Brady's last season was a disaster that ran into a Cowboys buzzsaw. Sack Pick Scott. Yes, you left that on something the other day. I saw you leave that comment. That's a cute name. I've never seen that till you left that comment. I'm not being facetious by that. Big step by years was going to say the Rams. And Brady was gone after that year anyway. Yeah, I know. That's what killed me, Austin Roberts. I was like, oh my God, Brady's retiring no matter what. He's got to play the Cowboys. I'm like, oh God, the Cowboys are going to beat the Bucs. And we're never going to hear the end of it from Cowboys fans. But to be fair, I haven't heard many Cowboys fans talk about the I thought the Eagles were getting the ball after halftime. God damn it. Blech. But yeah, I haven't heard too many Cowboys fans put that feather in their cap. Brady losing to the Rams on their way to the Super Bowl was the perfect ending. Yeah, that should have been it, but it's not. He had to come back and lose to the Cowboys. All right, let's mix this up a little bit because I don't want to watch Justin Herbert score a touchdown. Let's ask. Let's see here. You guys familiar with the price of memory cards? Let's see here. Let's find some memory cards. I know there's got to be memory cards in this. This is, by the way, this is the 2005 Best Buy gift catalog. I've been asking questions. They got to have memory cards in here. Jesus. What the hell? I could have sworn I asked you guys memory card prices before. Oh my gosh, phone prices. Yikes. Oh, yikes. Oh, my eyes started burning. Okay. Good job, Archfiend. Good segment. Oh, computers. Oh, okay. How much would you pay for a 512 megabyte USB 2.0 memory stick? 512. I'll put the specs on the screen there. 512 megabyte. I got my finger over the price. How much would you pay for 512 megabytes of portable memory stick memory? 512 megabytes. How much would you pay? Mind you, 512 megabytes is memory that doesn't even exist today. Geez, were they $30, $10, $50, $19.99 American dollars? This is 2005, by the way, people. 2005. 2005 C&J Dev. So this is $2005. So that's even more ridiculous, okay? I'm going to reveal the price for you because no one has got it right. One person got within $20. All right, ready? Here you go. Just to show I'm not making it up. $59.99. You can get like, I don't know how much a terabyte goes for, but it's probably not much over $100, I would say. But anyway, $60. And this is $60 in 2005. So $60 today is, with inflation, is probably like $6,000. So, okay. So if you're balling and you want to show off to your friends, okay? You want to go crazy? You want to up that shit to 1 gig? You want to up that shit to 1 gig? You got money? You got money in 2005? You up that shit to 1 gig? Guess what? You better have $100 in your pocket. 1 gig memory stick for $100. 1 terabyte micro SD is $80 now, he says. Well, guess what? I'll give you a gig for $99.99. How about that, C&J Dev? You take your micro SD, shove it up your ass. I got a 1 gig for $99. That is insane. It is. And you know what? We paid for that shit in 2005. I remember being happy with your 2 gig SD card on your Wi-Fi. $99 for a 1 gig memory stick. 2005. What a fun year to be alive. And it's crazy because, like, I was going to say, I remember TVs. I'll just flip to the TV section here. It's got to be a TV section. Why am I missing all the sections that I want to reference right away? What the hell, Best Buy? You got to have a TV section. Okay. 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 32-inch widescreen flat panel LCD TV. There's the specs. My finger's over the cost. 32-inch widescreen TV. How much money you got? Do you love your family for Christmas? You want to get them a good Christmas present? Well, guess what? You better have $1,800 for that 32-inch TV. Whoa. Almost $2,000 for a 32-inch television. $1,800 for a 32-inch television. Like, that is like, and again, this is $2005. I worked, for those of you who don't know, I worked at Best Buy during this time. And I can remember, like, people having to finance televisions, like getting you on payment plans. Get the new Best Buy card. We'll give you a $20 payment plan. You paid off for the next 500 years. Like, you had to do credit checks for some of our more expensive televisions. You paid $700 for your 65-inch Roku TV. Yep. I bought a 32-inch TV for like $99 at Walmart in 2015. Granted, it was shitty Walmart brand, but damn. Yeah, I know. All right, 2nd and 9. Let's get along. 3rd and 9. I want to try to find like a more ridiculous TV. Okay. Okay. You want to really impress in 2005? You want a 55-inch TV? You want a 55-inch LCD TV? How much money you got? How much money you got? What are you paying for a 55-inch LCD TV? Okay, where are we? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to twist to the camera for you. All right, $3,000? Pretty damn close. You're off by $1. Do not, yeah, you got C&J Dev. You got it. $2,900 for a 55-inch TV. $3,000 in 2005. $7,000. Oh, do we stop on 4th down? Holy shit. I'm talking about TVs. I missed the 4th down play. Oh, no, we're at 4th down. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me see this. Let's see, we'll hold them to a field goal here. Big stop by Epps. Good pursuit. Kick that field goal. All right, let's see if this guy sucks like Jake does tonight. Dicker the kicker is better than Jake the cake. Flag on the play. That's going to be a first down. Oh, my God. Go Broncos, Jacko Knight. Yeah, we talked about the Broncos earlier, I think. I'm sorry, I forget what we're talking about. After the kick? Not that it matters. A leverage call. Oh, leverage. Yeah, Jacko Knight, it's so weird because two of the best teams in both conferences, I really don't know if I should have much faith in them. One being the Seahawks and the other being the Broncos. Like, are these teams legit? Because either team, I also would not be surprised if they both lost in their first playoff game. Oh my gosh, I don't have confidence in holding them to a field goal now. Hey, can we get a sack? Oh, we got a tackle for loss. That's a good start. I still feel the Broncos are kind of frauds. I do too, but I feel it about Seattle too. And it's like, can they both be frauds? I don't know. Sales tax is 25.5 in Finland. Jesus Christ. What did you guys do to upset the tax man? Wow, what a stupid penalty. I know. And it's like, I feel like I see that leverage shit done quite a bit and not called, but whatever. I mean, it was a textbook leverage. Can we get a sack? The answer to that is yes. Big third down here. My God, no one commit a penalty. Calm down, Byron. You get another sack on third down, then do your little shifty dance. Oh, I was tricked for a minute and thought the Bears were good. Yeah, the Bears are weird. They apparently can't beat anyone in their own division. And everyone in their division could lose to the Eagles except the Bears. Big third down here. Get pressure. There we go. Held him to that field goal. Oh, this would be so fitting if Dicker the kicker ended up missing this one. This is a much better field goal. My God. It was 24% last year, but the government thought raising sales tax and cutting corporate tax was a great idea in a near depression. Oh, good. We need a tutty. Yeah, we need a few tutties. We need Saquon Barkley to get like a 65-yard run to the house. I'm hoping to quote this later and be like, remember when I said they need Saquon to get a 65-yard run to the house? How about the Chiefs crashing out, though? Yes. Yeah, we talked about that. Dicker, the kicker, did not miss it. CNJ Dev, I'll talk about this again. We talked earlier about the whole GOAT conversation, and I said how if Patrick Mahomes finishes with a sub 500 record or even a 500 record, I keep saying 500 record. You obviously can't do that with an odd number of games. If he finishes with a sub 500 record, then the GOAT conversation's done. Brady is the GOAT eternal because Tom never sniffed close to a 500 record. And Mahomes has got no excuses. He's got his full roster to pick from. A few injuries here and there, but Tom Brady has had a number of injuries and always managed to get over 500. Anyways, ever since Shithead promoted Kansas City in the Super Bowl, then made a show of attending the game, he cursed them. I do wonder if Kelsey was going to propose to Taylor at the ring ceremony. Everyone says like he was going to do the proposal after the Super Bowl, but I'm like, that's corny as shit, and it takes shine away from his teammates. He wouldn't be that much of a turd to do that. But I think he was going to propose to her at the Chiefs ring ceremony when they all got their rings, but they didn't. I think he was going to propose at that ceremony, so they both got rings on the same night. But the Eagles ruined that. Cowboys can. Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Cowboys can have a 500 record. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. You can, even those on number games, you can if you have a tie. So yeah, I forgot about that. Good point. Is 2025 the same as 2023? No, because in 2025, every facet of the game was falling apart. You can at least say, or 2023, every facet of the game was falling apart. You can at least say this defense, other than last week, has showed up in every game. Given that abysmal amount of rushing yards to the Chicago Bears, that is like the one anomaly for this defense to say like, wow, that was garbage. So in many aspects, it is the same as 2023, but yeah, I hear you. You can compare 2023 to 2025 Eagles because, they were 10-1 in 2023 and they were 8-2 this year. So yeah, from that end of things, and then falling apart, getting all your losses. But I think the Eagles are going to make it. That 2023 team, they finished 1-4. If the Eagles go 1-4 after the last 5 games, given the fact that you have to play the Commanders twice and the Raiders, then it's time to burn the house down. Oh my God. I'm going to have an aneurysm watching this game. I'm going to have an aneurysm watching this game. Okay. Eagles fumbled on the punt return, but got it back. My God. Okay, feel better after that reception. Sorry, I was just texting a friend that I'm having a panic attack. Okay. All right. 23, everything went to shit. 25 is still as good defense. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I feel like people will talk about the 24-25 Eagles the same way they do the 84-85 Bears. I don't know. That Bears defense is going to go down as an all-time great. This Eagles team won't. Okay. Gotta be nice if you could get involved a little bit more, my guy. Great. We're down late. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's just fantastic. That's fantastic. All right. Agree Arch, Eagles last season got going after they bitch slapped the Bengals. Yep. That was the game where I said, okay, they're back. They found themselves and they could be a threat. The game where I thought they could be actual Super Bowl winner was the Ravens game. Oh, Barkley. That them winning against Baltimore in Baltimore, and that Cooper DeJean tackle on King Henry, I was like, this team is smelling themselves and could win a championship. That was a singular moment in game where I was like, my God, they could actually win a championship. We forgot the Bengals were a team. Oh, Brady, there you are, our fellow Ravens fan. Brady remembers that tackle on old King Henry. God, Jake, you better hit this kick, asshole, because you're given very good field position. You're going to give the Chargers very good field position if you miss this kick, you bitch. We still got life. God, I just don't like the prospects of this being missed. I knew he would make it. I had no doubt in my mind. I told you, Jake the Make never misses. Jake the Make from State Farm. Okay. You almost planned a trip to this game. You have to get a flight that lands 5 days before the game in order to get to the game in time to get through traffic. Oh! The backup commercials are funny. My favorite are the Tommy DeVito ones. I'm trying to forget what one. The backing up the car one. Who was that? The backup where the wife gets the, God damn it, I forget who that was now. Totally ruining the joke. Anyways, where he has to back the car with the trailer, and the wife gets the backup quarterback to do it. Damn it, I'm totally forgetting who the quarterback was now. Anyway, sorry, C&J Dev, I totally ruined this. Anyway, what was it talking about? Let's talk about the Cleveland Browns for a bit. Did anyone watch how that Cleveland Browns game ended, or even just watch the highlights? Them taking Shadur Sanders out of the game, and that play ensued for that that ensued for that 2-point conversion. Like I said in my weekly NFL review, that had to have been the most Cleveland Browns thing ever. For those of you who don't know, they brought in basically a 2 running back formation, snapped the ball, and there was supposed to be a handoff as the 2 players were running past each other. And the guy was like, oh, you're not pitching it to me. Then the guy that was supposed to be pitching was like, oh, I guess I am supposed to pitch. Oh, the ball fell. We didn't get, okay. And on top of that, there was like there was no pass ops or anything. It was probably the most cursed play I've ever seen in the NFL. Like I said in my football review, it's like the coaches said, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to line up 2 running backs. And then after we snap the ball, I want no one to look like they know what the play is. Everyone just look thoroughly confused, okay? All right, now take to the field. This is to tie the game, guys, so look as confused as possible. And on top of that, you're doing it to the Tennessee Titans, the worst team in football. Arguably now. Like, that was, like, to number one, take your young quarterback out of the game. You could at least, get the tie, potentially get a win. It's so crucial to get a young quarterback every win possible. Now this guy's got to be like, God, we lost to the worst team in the NFL, and I was the starting quarterback. How do you think that's going to do for his morale? Anyway. Case Keenum was the one with the trailer. Thank you. It was Case Keenum. Now I'm remembering the wife saying Case Keenum. Anyway. Aren't the Raiders the worst? No. No, the Raiders are not the worst. No. As bad as the Raiders are, they've played competitive in more than their fair share of games. Hello, Broncos. I'm talking to you. No, I would say the Browns and the Titans are almost considerably worse. And I know people are going to say, well, what about the Giants? The Giants, again, oh my gosh, that's how you get Justin Herbert injured. Oh my gosh, is Justin Herbert going to be able to survive that? Oh my God. Holy shit, Herbert, you got to slide, my guy. Oh my God, Justin Herbert's lucky he's not in traction right now. It's just a stupid play for so many reasons. I was like, Herbert's going to slide there. He stayed on his feet and just got sandwiched and lost the football. I thought his head got slammed down harder, but it wasn't that bad of a hit, as bad as I initially thought. Wow, that was just a Herbert sandwich there. My God. Please let that be offensive line holding. So the tackle had to have grabbed someone there because he was just too open on the corner. That's what I thought. I was going to say he was just too wide open on the corner there. Okay. That's a big penalty. Man, that was such a stupid play by Herbert. They have that slide rule in place to protect you people. By the way, I'm just realizing in like the chat, there's little crowns next to people, and I'm such a noob here. I have no clue. Oh boy. Top fans, and there's experience points for you guys. What the hell does this even mean? I literally have no clue. Like I just clicked one of these crowns next to one of your names, and there's like top fans rankings. Like, what does that get you? Is there like some like reward system that I enabled that I don't know about? Like, do I owe someone $100 at the end of the night? Like, what is this YouTube instilling something here? I know there's a pun coming. I know I'm following the game too and being silly with you guys. You're number 9. You don't know either, or you rarely comment. Yeah, more they comment, the higher the crown. So it's just a pissing contest in between commenters. You get to be like, I want whoever gets number 1. You better brag about that shit to every single person. You better be commenting every video I make and be like, bitch, I'm the number 1 fan, motherfucker. How are you commenting here when you ain't number 1? You ain't even top 10, bitch. So whoever that, it's useless. To you, it's useless. Yeah, someone's not even top 10 is calling it useless. Number 1, call that bitch out and put him in his place. Listen, La Wiet 1446. You ain't even in the top 10 of my fandom, bitch. Don't you be talking down to people that are kings in my world? Number 1 might not even be here right now. Oh, he probably isn't. Let's see here. Let me know who you're. Let me let you guys know. Arm Dragon 57. Arm Dragon 57's got 250 experience points. Get on his level. Let's see. Can I change something here? Let me see here. Let me play with this. Let me see if I can like goals here. Okay, goals. 10 super chats. Oh, if you super chat $5, that's because he's the guy that did the $5 super chat. So you get to be teal. Oh, can I change that color? Let's see. If you do a super chat $5 or higher, your name gets to be teal in the chat room. Tell me that don't make you want to give me some money. Okay, by the way, I am not setting this up. I'm just looking at this. I just opened this for the first time. Oh, the goal amount is 10 super chats? and I only got one. What are you guys trying to make me be an asshole here to YouTube? The king is watching. Okay. 10 super chats. All right, I'm going to change it to 1 super chat so that way the goal got met. All right, we met the goal. Everyone give yourselves a big round of applause. We met the goal tonight. Way to go, guys. I knew you wouldn't let me down. So, okay, if you too want to have a teal name tonight, you have to donate $5. And you too can have your name in teal. All right. That's so awesome. We hit our goal, guys. I don't know. I don't know what that did by hitting our goal. What is it gonna? Oh, I think it means we got to do one more super chat. Oh, for Christ's sakes! I think it basically reset the goal to one more. So now we need to double our super chat productivity to hit the goal now. Oh, what the hell ever? Who gives a shit? Anyways. All right. Flag on a run play. Great. $5 in this economy? All right. First down via penalty. Let's go. $25 XP. Be message apathy. Haha. You guys are just, honestly, you guys are all just jealous that your name isn't in teal and the guy who's not even here anymore is. Oh boy, get rid of it. Okay, good. I'm tied for 9th with like 10 people. Well, at least you got in the top 10. Well, you would be in top 10 if you replied your comment with like 20 different emoticons. You could have just did like a smiley face comment, then a frown face comment, then a happy face comment. See, JC Shades is doing the right thing. He's just putting random emoticons out there. He's gonna be number 1. He's gonna be, well, he won't be teal, I guess, because you got to be teal to donate, or you got to donate to be teal. Oh, all right. Are we going to see our first tush push of the evening for first down on 3rd and 1? God, we're at the 4th quarter already. I'm looking forward to bed and waking up in a few hours after I fall asleep. Let's not spam now. These remind me of snoods. Oh, they showed that Chargers fan, that Asian lady that's the Super Chargers fan. She's always on the NFL Network and whatnot. SpongeBob SquarePants, more like SpongeBob rectangle shorts. Anyone remember that video? And she always gets on camera, CNJ Dev. She always seems to get on camera. You know what's crazy? I can't show this. I was about to pick up my phone and point it at the laptop. My laptop that I'm showing live from, okay? It has the chat on the side. But the chat that I have on my TV screen is logged into YouTube on a Fire Stick. And I have the live chat going on the screen because I can read it better there because it's bigger letters and I'm old. The chat appears on my TV through the Fire Stick faster than the chat that is on the actual computer that I'm live streaming from. That makes as much sense as the University of Miami getting a playoff bid over Notre Dame. Anyway. Like, literally, I'm seeing 3 more comments than what are on the computer I'm talking from. Anyways, that big technical inquiry. Let's change this up. Let's ask another question here. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, I got to cover because there's two prices. Oh, damn it. I'll just extend my finger up. What would you pay for the iPod Nano, 2 gig and 4 gig? What would you pay to have a very reliable Apple product? 2 gigs and 4 gigs. Well, you better bust out your checkbook because you're going to need 200 or double the capacity for $249. Oh! Is that a 65-yard run? Is that a 65-yard? If that's a 65-yard run. If that was a 65-yard run. If that was a 65-yard run. Sorry, people. I had to. Okay, it wasn't a 65-yard run, but man, finally, Saquon! I told you this was going to be the Saquon breakout game. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Get it! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, real saw action, baby! Let's go! Who would have thought my kids' tools would be in this video? So anyways, $199 for a 2 gig iPod. Why do I keep saying iPad? iPod Nano and $249. Yeah. Oh, let's go. Saquon. It's only a mere 52-yard touchdown run. I'd play the Sixers song, but I'm not feeling the Sixers song vibe out of this team this year. And Nano, $200 tripping. In 2005, you weren't cool unless you spent $200 on a Nano, my guy. You were the guy with the iPod Mini. Oh no! Oh my gosh, the Tune Base, the little thing you hook up your iPad. God damn it, iPod was $79. The little thing, the FM transmitter. If you want to transmit it in your car, or if you want to get the smart deck that you put in your tape player, because they had them in cars back then, $29. Let's see what other great. Okay. Oh, okay. What do you guys want to pay? I'm curious to see your bids on this. This may be either cheaper or expensive than you thought. The Garmin Street Pilot doesn't say the size of the screen. Touch LCD screen. I'll show you it here. The Garmin Touch LCD screen. Little. Would you Mahiki? What would you pay for this, John? I'll let some guesses and go in here. 300, okay. 300. That's a pretty expensive GPS. 100. All right, that's a more reasonably priced GPS. What's some prices? It's 1,200. with 2005 prices, you know, 1,200 might not be that far. $130, $135. Okay. Well, guess what? The majority of you ain't getting where you need to go because your ass needs to spend $699 for your GPS to tell you where you're going. Now, mind you, this is the Christmas catalog, so this is the stuff they really want to show you to sell. It's not necessarily the most expensive stuff, but this is the stuff they need to let you know that we have this. You know, if you want to come down and get it, you can come get it for $6.99. We got it right here. Come to the store, ask for it by name. And you're right, that was a hold. $699 for a GPS. Do you realize there's people like getting cars in 2005 for like $1,000 to $2,000? Like, I mean, it's a piece of shit. But you could find a running automobile in 2005 for $1,000 or $2,000. And imagine being like, oh, you want GPS in that? It's going to be almost half the cost of your car. Like, Christ. I stick to paper maps for that price tag. Thanks. I remember that being so ridiculously expensive, but couldn't remember if it was like the top of the line or something. This was again, I worked at Best Buy during this time. I can remember there being like the lower end navigations in 2005 for about like they would be like $299. I'm pretty sure I bought one around that time. No, I didn't. No, I never bought one there at that time. Oh, do you guys want one of those CD player, the DVD players for your car with the 10-inch screen? Since you got the navigation unit, do you want the trying to show it without showing the price? One of these things where, oh wait, this side, where it pops down, you put it in your car. You want that? You want that for your car? Oh God, how's that not a sack? So anyways, if you want that, well, you got to pick between that or the navigation device because that's also $6.99. With that 10.2 screen, keep the damn kids happy in the back seat. Well, there's a lot you can get for $6.99 at Best Buy. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, who's spending, like, there's people that have both like a navigation and a car DVD drop down player. Like, say you get one of these on sale, get economy one, like you're spending $1,000 to get both of them. Like that, like that's nuts. Like 2005. Get your ass off the field. Give that ball back. All right. Let's get 2 offensive drives in a row. 2 good offensive drives in a row. Yeah, cameras. Yeah. Yeah. Printers. Yeah. You know, people don't really buy those anymore. Let's get a good return. Hold on to the ball, asshole. Wow, he made something out of absolutely nothing there. He should have been wrapped up and then some by the 10 and turned that, man, that made up for that fumble. Ow. So, you guys want to impress everyone at the stock meeting or whatever? Do you want a Motorola Bluetooth wireless hands-free kit? Do you want that in your ear? How much do you think you're going to pay for that? Seen a lot of people move up in rankings here. Good job, guys. But you'll never be Teal. 150. 110. It's a simple Bluetooth thing. I have a Bluetooth thing in my ear right now that I got it on Amazon for $20. So this is just a range of how much stuff has changed. Okay, $70. Okay. So if you want to be cool with all the other stockbrokers, just $100. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. You guys are pretty close there. Not that bad. But even still, $100. Just think of $100 for a little one-piece Bluetooth device. Okay. Now, video games, that should be pretty easy. We already went. How much was the PSP in 2005? If you remember the PSP. Oh, and this is the perfect night for this. How much was the PSP in 2005? $199. Close. Got all the games are either $39 or $49. I miss those days. $250, you think? You think you'd be correct. $250. Oh, sorry. Screen, the paper's bending. And I know I pointed this out before, and I've showed this on live streams. Look who's on the cover of Madden 6. Who is that guy? Who is that? Who is that man? What, did he break 50 bones that year with the Madden curse? Who's that number 5? Gracing the cover of Madden. Well, they got Dwayne Wade on NBA Live 06. He didn't get cursed. Wow. Dwayne Wade is on NBA Live, and Shaq is on NBA 2K. So they got Miami representing twice. Yeah. McNabb was on the cover of Madden 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago. Oh, it was a 2005 catalog. This is, well, it's for the 06 game. That's crazy that Shaq made the cover when he's in Miami. Like, please. He's a shell of himself. AJ! Damn, that was the drive to get right and get gone in this game. Ah! I can't do overtime. I can't do overtime. Just I need sleep. I need some sleep before I go running. Oh, shut up, Troy. We know. Oh, God. And of course, the safety's at the right place, the right time to make that play. I think he couldn't have been in a better place to make that reception. Like it's like he was playing for the ball to be tipped. He wasn't even playing the receiver. He was playing for a tipped ball. It was such a perfectly placed defensive effort. God damn it, AJ. And they're practically in field goal range already. Oh, Christmas trees. Does Herbert just want to get injured in this game? Either that or Herbert's not confident in throwing anymore. The Eagles defense will get tired eventually. Well, they're coming right back on the field because the offense was on, but a handful of plays. Go Chargers. Oh, Taylor, go charge yourself. Time to bring in Trey Lance. Oh, boy. Lock in Herbert. Well, Herbert hasn't thrown too much. All right. What do you guys know about computer prices? What would you pay for an HP Special Edition Notebook. 100 gigabit, if I can speak tonight, 100 gigabyte hard drive, 512 megabytes of RAM. What would you pay? I'm going to cover up the price of the underneath so you don't get the tip off. What would you pay for this beauty? Oh, fudgesicles. Well, you guys are going to be paying a lot because you need $1,200 to get that top of the line HP. Oh, me. Multiple aneurysms. Try to see if there's anything else overly interesting. Just when I said Herbert can't complete any passes anymore. Spy Sweeper. Trend Micro PC Cillin Antivirus, $39. 300 gigabyte internal Ultra ATA hard drive, $199. Oh my God. The phones, like actual phones. 149 broadband expandable phone system. Yeah, that went well. $129, 12 amp bagless upright vacuum. What a great live stream, me reading a thing. Back to the game. Trend Micro ain't shit. Okay, so the Eagles are going to either have the game tied or they'll be trailing. Do the Patriots play the Broncos in the final weeks? No, they don't. I want to say the Patriots have a pretty easy schedule except the Bills. This does suck. Just, man, finally a game where Saquon got cooking, albeit just one play. But no, he actually had some good runs. Oh, for those of you who weren't here earlier, we went over the Classic 5 of 1998 box VHS set, which was for a very nice price. Come on, Dicker the Shanker. Oh, God damn it. I need some sleep before I go jogging at 4:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh. I like to have just one game with no stress. That's not possible. Again, as I said to people earlier, I can accept, I'll be not satisfied, but I can stomach anything happening this year. Eagles getting shut out in the first round of playoffs. I'll be like, whatever. I saw the squad win a Super Bowl. I'm mad, but there's worse things that could happen. The one thing that I will find is unacceptable this season is if the Eagles choke away the NFC East to the Cowboys. That is the only thing that is unacceptable. Because any loss in the playoffs is understandable. I could see this team getting shut out in the playoffs. The offense doing jack shit against a good team. Like they may end up playing like the Rams or Seahawks in the first game of the playoffs. And I could see either one of them dick smacking them in the playoffs. I cannot tolerate if they choke away the division leads to the Cowboys. And that's not even caring about what the Cowboys do in the playoffs beyond that. Just unacceptable. Unacceptable. Good night, Crazy K. Hope for the dub. That's right. All we can do is hope, pray. Want to be a defensive touchdown to decide this one. And JC Shade, I mentioned this to JC Shade a week or two ago. Right. He doesn't have much faith in the Cowboys, and as no Cowboys fan should. I said, watch it come down. The Eagles choke away the division, and it comes down to one game left for the Cowboys. Dak has always beat this team. Those who don't know, the Cowboys play the Giants the final week of the season. Watch everything be on the line for the Cowboys, and they choke, and Dak finally loses to the Giants. Like, oh boy, if that would be a Christmas wish come true. I'd be so happy knowing that even if the Eagles went abysmally into the playoffs, I'd be just so gleeful if the Cowboys ended up just choking it to the Giants in the final week of the season. I said at the beginning of the year, I'm totally fine if they don't make the Super Bowl again, but I just want consistency. I have just not been getting that. No consistency at all. Consistency at all, other than defense, and other than the anomaly that was the rushing yards they gave up last week. As JC Shade says, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they choked to the Giants the final week of the season, and it'll be like the Jameis Winston, like it won't even be like the Jackson Dart. Hold on to the ball, asshole. Okay. Good start. Starting from the 30. Everyone get the ball. Hold the ball. Catch the ball. Don't drop the ball. That is the logic from here on out. Yeah, not a good night for Hurts. And yeah, I know, like people are gonna be like, "Whoa, one ball bounced off AJ's hands." I don't care. It's an interception for Hurts. AJ should have came down with that ball, but it's still an interception for Hurts. Man, one of these little plays are going to get Devontae just killed. He is tough as shit, but I just wonder how many more of these hits are going to accumulate on him. Austin Roberts, don't talk about baseball. Austin Roberts, don't talk about Sixers. I know you're saying what a fan I am of. Okay. Time to lock in a bit more of the game here, guys. Okay. So they're at the 35-yard line. You know what that means? If Barkley runs us to the house, it'll be a 65-yard touchdown. Let's go. Give it back to Barkley. 3rd and 6, give it to Barkley. Let's go. Watch them actually give it to Barkley. My brother is a Commies fan and refuses to respect Hurts. Yeah, well. That's the thing, too, is like I dunk on Dak all the time, but man, I think he's consistently been the best quarterback in the division for a long time. I know Dan Gamble would go for it here, but yeah, you got to punt. You got to punt. God damn. Putting all the pressure on the defense now. Putting all the pressure on the defense. And this game is ruining everything I'm trying to prove about how good he can be. Yeah. The Eagles have been consistently inconsistent. Yep. Oh, you rocked the Thunder after they left Seattle. I don't blame you. Oh. Yes, Taylor, go Chargers. Until you hit the Broncos and they smack you in the mouth. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers face the Broncos in the playoffs and the Chargers came out on the winning end. Honestly, wouldn't shock me. How about your Thunder? You know what, Austin, honestly, as far as the Western Conference goes, I root for the Thunder to win because I can't have, well, not but I can't tolerate seeing the Lakers get any sort of success out of that complete abomination of a trade that was completely set up by the league, and nothing can convince me of otherwise. Like I want there to be a dominant force in the West that makes sure the Lakers are in contention of anything in the next at least 10 years. The world is happy the Chiefs are out, other than Swifties and people that eat ribs at 12 o'clock at night. And it's not so much that it's a stupid trade. It's just the fact that there's no way he was up for a trade. There's no way Luka was even remotely on a trading block. This was something that the league had to put forth, and they said, "Oh, don't worry, Dallas, we'll give you the number 1 pick in the draft." Which, those of you who don't know, the odds of Dallas winning the first pick in the draft lottery last year was worse odds than picking one card out of a deck of playing cards and guessing the card correctly before you turn it over. Like, that's the odds. Don't look suspect at all that Dallas won the draft. What a freaky stroke of luck. But yes, I did. If Luka was legitimately up for a trade, or the Mavericks were up to trading Luka, any number of teams would have offered much more than what the Lakers gave. Like, there's no way all you're going to get is AD, and I forget who else was in that trade. It might have been like a 2nd-round draft pick or something. I forget. But yeah, you would have gotten way more than Anthony Davis for Luka if it was known that Luka was up for being the Mavericks were up for trading Luka. So yes, that bullshit. Which is a shame because I like Luka and he didn't do anything wrong other than be there and be a pawn of the NBA. Come on, Zach Bond, do something. Man, Justin Herbert does not like sliding. He either doesn't know you can slide or he just doesn't like it. But I mean, he's gritting out yards. Oh man, wrap him up in the backfield. Come on. That O-line for the Chargers is doing just enough so many times tonight. There we go. Sacked. Damn it, Tony, my totally legal feed is not up to speed with you guys. Let me refresh my totally legal viewing. All right. Big defensive stop. Oh, big decision to not go for it. Thank God Dan Gamble isn't our coach. All right, do a decent return. Don't fumble. Don't fumble. Don't fumble. Don't fumble. Stay on your feet. Good return. Good return. Let's go. Let's go. Let's start off with the first play. Let's start off with a 60-yard touchdown run. And the second play we'll have is we'll have Jake Elliott kick an extra point. Like, I don't know why Nick Sirianni just doesn't tell that to the team. He must be, I guess he's just stupid. Hopefully Nick hears my advice through the wormholes of existence. Here we go. We should be seeing a 60-yard touchdown run followed by a Jake Elliott extra point kick. Here we go. It's pretty simple. You just okay. He told Saquon Barkley to do the 1 yard run. That's bullshit. Just Nick Sirianni is such a dumb coach. God, Nick Sirianni, it's his problem. Just call the game right. Okay. Okay. Oh, God damn it. JC Shade, you're going to jinx the game. Oh, keep the game on, JC Shades. They're doing good now. Keep the game on, JC Shades. Okay. My dad hates the Thunder, but I was too young to remember how old is Seattle Supersonics. That's why I followed them to Oklahoma City. I actually, one of my favorite players when I was a kid was Sean Kemp because he could dunk the ball well, and I was an influential kid, and I sold out for shit like that. I liked it. And my NBA Jam team was Sean Kemp and Detlef Schrempf. I always played with them. I still have that original copy of NBA Jam. Let me bring it. Let's wax nostalgia here for a second, guys. Shocker, Goddard didn't catch a ball. You know what? I'm going to hold this game the rest of the night, and the Eagles are going to win. Guaranteed. The power of NBA Jam. Let's see, is Detlef Schrempf on the back? He's not. Okay. It might not be good enough to give them luck. This is going to be forever known as the lucky NBA Jam box if the Eagles pull this game out. And we'll forever have to hold it anytime the Eagles play. A.J. Brown is making up for that interception. That's right. Beat your chest. That's just 11 being 11 right there. Okay. He'll find something to complain about, JC Shades, but that's just AJ being AJ as well. Okay, I can't look at the chat because I know you guys are ahead of my shit. Okay. Timeout by the Chargers. Why would you waste the timeout there? Okay. The ultimate arcade jam comes home. You control the super moves, amazing blocks, and awesome slam dunks of the NBA's hottest stars. Skywalking slams, cannonball, tomahawk, helicopter, and more. Turbo boost for lightning fast steals and intense rejections. 4-player adaptable for true arcade competition. Okay, that's enough of that. Back to the game. Come on, Saquon, bust one. God, he just has no chance to get around the corner. Just one more first down. One more first down past the 2-minute warning will be great. Come on, NBA Jam. Come on, lucky NBA Jam box. I'm rubbing the NBA Jam ball for luck. And then sprinkling it over my legal need of the game. Chargers, okay. Let us win tonight, and then we'll let you win against Dallas in 2 weeks, okay? Deal? Deal. Thank you, Chargers. Ooh. That was there. That was there. That was there, AJ. Okay. Oh, that was there, there, AJ. Oh. Oh, AJ. And it stops the clock. Oh, I can't believe you didn't pull that in. Oh, man, that was a dime. That was an absolute dime. Oh, that would have took some of the stink off of all those interceptions he's thrown tonight. That was just an absolute dime. Oh, my God. God, there's a shit ton of time left in this game. Okay. I'm going to throw this game in the garbage if they lose. Anyway. Shut up, Troy. What do you know about football? What have you ever done? Besides win 3 rings. I like Troy Aikman as a commentator, by the way. I think Tony Romo is still fine, too. I know people are falling out of the good graces of him. I wish I felt confident about Jake Elliott making this kick. Come on, you dickhead. Good kick, dickhead. So far, the game's working. All right, defense. Time to cook. Time to get sacked for a loss of a lot. Okay. God, both guys have had not a good night. Justin Herbert sacked 7 times. Jesus. God, I didn't realize there was that many sacks. I thought it was like 4 or 5 at the most. Justin Herbert, 7 sacks. Hurts, 3 turnovers. Neither guy has a ton of passing yards. Just a shit quarterback performance tonight from both. All right, they're going to have to earn it. Starting from the 30, going to have to earn it. No, Tony, there will not be OT coming. Because Archfiend has to sleep. Archfiend has to get up in a few hours to go running. Oh, my God. That's going to be a fun video I shoot during running. And I'm going to shoot a video after this game ends, too. Oh, Christmas trees. Good thing I already placed the 3 kids' Elf on the Shelves in the house. So I have to do that before I go to bed for a nap. Jesus. He better not get a completion out of this. Okay. That's sexual assault. He threw it right at Zach Bond's ass. Justin Herbert should get arrested. Why aren't the police coming out? Oh, I didn't even realize that Dory Jackson came back into the game. I thought he was out for the count. Okay. Go on, NBA Jam. You know what's crazy is when I do the wrap-up game, if the Eagles win, I'm going to hold this up the whole time and never explain it. Cooper DeJean, you slick white motherfucker. Oh God, don't go to overtime. Just okay, one more stop. Just he's got to throw the ball. Just everyone cover. No pass interference. Just the one thing that just scares me here is he's going to throw deep, and Adoree Jackson's going to commit pass interference. Is there anyone else making commercials besides Amazon? You know what commercial I can't stand? The Amazon commercial where the three ladies go sledding. Now, number one, it gets shown to just unseen showings. Anyway, I can't even speak right now. I'm so nervous about this game. But there's a longer version of the commercial that like flashes back to the old ladies, and it shows them and like in like their 10-year-old selves when they went sledding and whatnot. And it's so much more heartfelt and interesting. Instead, they always show the short version of them getting their little hemorrhoid cushions and sitting on the sled and going down. And then you see the stunt doubles going down from behind. Anyways, I can't stand that commercial because I hate old people. Everyone knows that. Come on, NBA Jam. I command the power of Detlef Schrempf and Shawn Kemp. I command the power of a game that doesn't have Shaquille O'Neal, even though when I talked about this game at school, they said there's a code where you put an SHQ and it enables Shaq. And people were like, I swear I played it. It actually works. It doesn't. Shaquille O'Neal is not in this game. You hate the Liberty. Oh, I hate the Liberty Mutual commercials with the unmatched disdain. They are so unfunny no matter how much they try to act like they are. I can't stand, and I've said this before, the T-Mobile commercials with the Zach, what's his name, from Scrubs, and the other guy. Anyways, back to the game. Big 3rd and 10. Sack him, hit him. Incomplete. No pass interference. No pass interference. No. No pass interference. Yeah, sure, Troy. That was a good call. Yeah, that was a good call. He's got it. Oh, keep him in bounds. Guy Cooper DeJean almost ended Justin Herbert's life there. Holy shit. That was like the hit. That could have been the hit that Jackson Dart took last week. Except that one probably would have been an illegal hit out of bounds. The hit on Jackson Dart, I don't care what anyone says, that was a legal hit. His ass was still in bounds. Goddamn, that pass interference. That pass interference handed them overtime. And they're letting the wow, they're keeping the ball inbounds and letting the clock run out. They're assuming they're either kicking the ball with no time remaining or they're getting a play to win with no time remaining. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Just stand strong, defense. My God, they're not in gimme field goal range. Just stand strong. Okay. Wow. Just stop. This is going to be a hell of a kick if you stop them here. Oh, God. God. I can't look at the chat because I don't know. I just saw that he got the first. I didn't get that yet. Okay, I can't look at the chat because you guys are ahead of me. And the first down doesn't necessarily matter because it's just adding a couple yards to the kick that was already long. And it's not like they're going to get 3 plays off if they keep the clock running. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. They committed to the run. Oh. Right now, you're just hoping for overtime at this point. Okay. Sorry, chat. I'll pay attention to you guys in a second. God, I thought he was going to take a sack there. That would have been huge. Oh, my God. I thought he was going to take a sack there. My God. Herbert hung on to that dangerously long. Yeah, I mean, you either got to go for the end zone or go for the sidelines here. Oh, you complete this in bounds. I don't think there's a chance you get another playoff. All right. I am not looking at the damn chat because I know your feed is ahead of mine. Power of NBA Jam. Come on, baby. Come on, NBA Jam. Let's do this. Let's do this for the Seattle Supersonics, which were in this game. Not a gimme field goal. Come on. Shit. My God, I need to go to sleep. I just need to go to sleep. Oh my gosh. I have zero confidence in the Eagles driving down for a touchdown in overtime. JC Shades, that is an interesting outcome. Watch it end in a tie, because that is pretty damning for the Cowboys as well. And I'm trying to think who would have the tie break. They split the games against each other, so then it would be division wins. Cowboys. Oh, they would have the tie break by division wins because they beat the Eagles and the Giants. All right, let's see if they even try anything. I doubt it. Our Father who art in Philly, hallowed be thy name. Thy eagles fly. Thy will be done as long as we beat the Chargers. It's pretty good. I can rock with that. I mean, either way this game ends, like, does either team's fans feel good about what you saw tonight? Oh my God. You know what? I just end it quick. Just end it quick. End the suffering and the pain quick. Come on. Oh, the 0.00003% hope I had for the Cowboys making the playoffs went away on Thursday. Your 49ers would destroy both these teams. Why are you rooting for the Chargers? What the Eagles ever do to you? I was like, the ref comes out and explains the rules. Well, then again, that would have helped if McNabb was at quarterback. Or if they started doing that because of McNabb. Those of you who don't know, McNabb didn't know the rules of an overtime game in an overtime game against the Cincinnati Bengals in 2000 something. What end do you want to receive it in? Yeah. This ref's into some kinky shit. Yeah, Herbert, what end do you want me to stick it in? Okay. AJ, make up for that stupid ass batted ball interception that you gave. Get a touchdown. I remember when he said he didn't know there was ties. Yep. Everyone does. Everyone remembers two things about McNabb, going back to the whole Cam Newton thing. You do something incredibly stupid and you remember your whole career. Number one, the tie thing with McNabb, and number two, the vomiting in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. Okay. I turned it off, keeping the stream on. Oh, you turned it off? Oh, no. Oh, they're showing the AJ Brown commercial now. I don't know if that's good luck. Okay. Power of NBA Jam. Compel the Eagles to a win. Free NBA Fleer. What did I ever do with these cards? It says free NBA Jam session Fleer cards inside. Not that they're still in the game. I wonder who I got in that. Okay. Okay. I need to go to sleep. I wish this game was a blow up by halftime and I could have said, oh, I don't care. Good night, guys. I got to get up in a few hours to go jogging. And it's going to be 4:30 to go jogging. Oh. Oh my God. Oh gosh, I thought that was his head hitting down with that speed. I didn't realize that his helmet flew off. Oh my God, I thought we just saw someone die. Holy shit. I thought he got whipped down and his head smashed the ground. You know, he did take a pretty bad lick from behind, though. Okay. God, and they just stopped him from running? Like, shit, man. Oh, God, I'm ready to go to sleep. The Chargers leading rusher. My God. Where was the edge protection there? Like, my God. It was a telegraphed run. Where was the edge protection? Oh my God. The protectors ran into each other. God damn it. Holy Jesus, I can't take this. Sorry, I got nothing to add, guys. I got nothing to rant about. Let's talk about how abysmal. Let's talk about something fun. How about that iDubbbz and his wife? How about Anissa and his wife iDubbbz? Her wife iDubbbz. You know what? I'm actually like captivated to see how awful the content becomes from here on out from iDubbbz because he can't just rely on the Twitch stuff because he's making next to no money there. That's a great tackle. That's a great tackle. That's a great tackle. That was like the tackle of King Henry in Baltimore last year. Not really, but yeah, because he's eventually going to have to start because, as Caleb Hammer's video pointed out, they are broke. Anissa and Ian Jamha are broke. That's why they renovated the house so many times, and they had to keep dropping the price of the house that they sold it at a loss. It's been confirmed. And just getting 200 viewers a night on Twitch is only going to pay the bills so well. Oh my gosh, that's a good tackle. That's a good tackle, and that is a very long field goal. That's a very long field goal attempt for me. I'm going to keep talking about the Jamas now because they're bringing me luck. Okay. Taylor, I think Herbert is hurt. He had that one throw to the sideline that was over 15 yards, but he has not tried to throw the ball far much after he had that sandwich tackle when he realized that I'm a quarterback and I can't slide. Does this guy miss anything? Christ. All right, Jalen. all right, offense. No, I mean, well, he is hurt. He's playing with an injured hand, but I wonder if he got his bell rang because he's been doing the QB keep run option, or not option, I should say, and just running with the ball the majority of the time ever since he took that sandwich hit. I think either he got his ribs cracked or something, and he just does not have confidence in his throwing ability. So, anyways, the Jamas. See, I stopped talking about them, and then Dicker the kicker made a kick from the next state over, which is Hawaii, depending on which direction you're pointing at. But yeah, Caleb Hammer, that video he released talking about Ian and Anissa and how she's only making so much through OnlyFans, and the views on his YouTube channel are dropping. Like, he's going to get to that where he's going to have to start making regular content on YouTube again. Because like I said, you can only live so long getting 200 viewers to watch your stuff on Twitch. And honestly, a lot of that is just like interest and hate watching right now because he's such a sideshow freak at this point with his succubus wife. But yeah, so I'm in captivation of anticipation, if such a thing exists, of him releasing content on YouTube again, because he's just going to have to start putting shovelware content out there. All right, start from the same spot that the Chargers had to start at in overtime. Oh my God. God, AJ Brown, I need you to come up big on this drive. Come on, my guy. It's either going to be a drive that cooks right away, or they're just going to go 4-and-out, game over. Okay. Nice retro game, Arch Dinosaur. Yes. I want them to win now so I can make the video holding the NBA Jam and have people go, why are you holding NBA Jam, if they weren't watching the live stream? And those of you that are in the live stream, you can say the same. You can play along, be like, why is he holding NBA Jam? But let's get there first, because right now they're taking the L so far. Jesus Christ. I thought he was going to get stripped from behind there. He took so damn long in the pocket. Oh my God. Like, man, Hurts, your internal clock of get rid of the ball has to take a little quicker than that. I thought he was going to get that shit smacked right out of his hand. Holy shit. %50 trash. 2 plays to get a first down now. Jesus. Hold on to the ball. Look at these fans saying done. Calm down. You guys ain't looking that special yourselves. Relax. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yeah. Cut back to that bitch doing that. Go ahead. Show her again. God, these tackles are going to add up. I said it before. These tackles are going to add up on Devontae Smith. And one time they're just going to tackle him and just, it's going to be like Avengers Endgame. Just a bunch of dust hits the ground. Oh, good God, Barkley. I couldn't tell you when the last time he had a decent run up the gut was. Okay, it was earlier tonight. But anyway, I'm not talking about the touchdown run. I can't take this. Oh my gosh. Everyone hold the ball. No penalties. Well, Goddard caught the. Whoa! Goddard got the ball. Okay, big third down here. I do not like Jake Elliott kicking it from long distance tonight. I don't. I know he made his last long kick. Yeah, that's too long. Got to get closer. Got to get closer than this. Too long. Push it. Get a yard closer. Let's go. No flag. Jesus Christ. I don't know. This is why I can't be an NFL head coach. I don't know what you do here. Yeah, no matter what gets called, kick or miss or go for it and it doesn't make it, I'm not going to criticize either call. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, Lord and baby Jesus. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. I mean, I don't care about saying F the refs at this point. Don't play bad enough that you get to overtime. Don't play bad enough. Take care of business and regulation. That guy had a full head of hair before the game started. No. They rigged it all. That was offsides by the Chargers. That was the right call. My God. That was the absolute worst time to commit a penalty, LA. Holy shit. I mean, thank you. All right. All yardage is very good yardage at this point. Khaki James choking needs to fire his signal stealer. Barkley at the wideout. Oh my God. Don't take a sack. Goddard, you're picking a hell of a time to start catching the ball tonight, baby. Let's go. Let's go. What a fitting end. God, people are going to be calling for Jalen to be benched. Boy, people are going to be calling for Jalen to be benched. Oh, boy. It was not a good game, Taylor. I got to get up to go running in a few hours. All right, guys. Well, thank you for going to the live stream. It's just, the second, I can't stomach like there's nothing I can say in logic that the Dallas Cowboys aren't going to win the NFC East. Like I'm convincing myself of that. And if it doesn't happen, I'll make the video right now. You guys can watch the video. Okay. Hold on, let me close my completely legal stream app. You guys can watch an Archstream video be filmed live. I'll even if you guys want to add something to the video, feel free. I'll let you guys know when you're on camera. I'll flip the camera around. Okay, well, that was a game. I was doing the live show tonight, and I said the one thing that would upset me this season, because I've accepted that this team ain't about that Super Bowl life, and I even said that they could make the playoffs, the Eagles, and they could lose 50-0 in the first round. I wouldn't really care. I'd just be like, whatever. This team wasn't winning the Super Bowl anyway. The one unforgivable thing was that they collapse and they hand the division to the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm here to tell you the Eagles are going to collapse and hand the division to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not going to sit here and kid myself anymore. I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, Dallas, don't worry. You know, the Eagles are going to you don't need to be concerned about missing the playoffs because the Eagles are going to win throughout these last 4 games. Like, no, the Eagles are going to find a way. And honestly, they don't deserve to win the NFC East. Dallas, honestly, is playing much better football. Even in that loss, that was better than what you saw tonight. I know the talking point coming out of this game is going to be Jalen needs to be benched. I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think it's a bit of an overreaction, but I wouldn't necessarily disagree with it at this point. If you want to see what your backup quarterback is, and the Raiders, God, if they handed the Cowboys division with that slop left on the schedule, the Cowboys deserve to win the NFC East. Anyways, any parting words from the chat room? Here, go ahead and sign in now. I'll put the camera on you guys. So, what say you, chat room? Let's see here. Go 49ers. That's great. NFC least is back. Dallas defense will be what costs them. Dallas's final game is against the Giants. The late Christmas wish would be that the Dallas Cowboys have everything on the line and then end up losing. Dak Prescott ends up losing to the Giants in the final week. That's the only way I would laugh at the end of the season. But again, I'm mostly disappointed in this Eagles. This Eagles team just is awful. I got to be up to go running in 3 hours, and it's 15 degrees outside. That is all. Anyways, guys, thank you for coming out to this unscheduled Archfiend appearance live stream. We watched the Eagles crumble together, and I so did not need to stay up late for this. Anyways, early Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays, etc. I still had a fun time here with you guys. Again, I gave up on this Eagles team being anything special weeks ago, so it's not that big of a disappointment. It's just if this season ends with the Cowboys fans being happy, then I'll take this drill and put it right through my brain. You can't do that, obviously. It's a toy. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. Have a good night. I'm going to go to sleep for a couple hours. That is all. Peace.